time for UW Stevens Point hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as they battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins at Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports and Under Armour. And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. A happy new year to you all. Tom Weaver along with Sean McMahon. Great to be back in the barn, my friend.
Absolutely. Been a long time, right?
It sure seems like it. Almost a month off for the Pointers here. 8-1-3, a really strong finish. I think a little too close to comfort some of the ways along the first with 6 overtime games here, but the bottom line is you start the new year in a pretty good position as far as the WIEC goes. You're 8th in the pairwise rankings. The table is set for you to have a nice stretch run here. Now you just got to execute.
Yeah, got to execute here down the stretch here in the second half. It starts with 2 weekends against MIAC opponents and then back to WIAC play in a few weeks' time. But you look back at the first halftime and you really have to really like how the Pointers played, especially in December. We talked about the 4 or 5 game mini tournament against the WIAC. You really made a big statement by winning those games. All roads come through Willett Arena come WIAC playoff time if the script continues to go the way it is.
That it does. And I guess the other thing is just tremendous balance for the Pointers here. Their score sheet is going very deep from both an offensive and a defensive side of things. Good recruiting, do what you do in the offseason and put you up here. Now you start tweaking your lineup here as you get into January.
Yeah, it was great to see. I was looking at the stat sheet this morning, or last night rather, and man, does it go deep. The Pointers really spreading the scoring out. You don't know which line's going to get going. Obviously, they rode Dawson Sherino and Connor Witherspoon at the end of the first half of the season. But man, it just about as level as it gets. And we talk about the offense and the defense. We have 2 freshman goaltenders that played, and then Ryan Wagner sitting in the wings to play net as a senior goaltender as well.
All right, Hamline Pipers come in here 5-6-1. They finished the first half strong, a road sweep at Finlandia. This is a team that's beat River Falls. They've beat Northland, so they've beat some WIC teams. The question for them, as it seems like it has been, is can they keep the puck out of the net?
Yes, keep the puck out of the net. Goaltending's always been their bugaboo the last couple seasons. You look back to a year ago in the regular season finale, the Pointers handled business in St. Paul, 9-0, and Tyler German had his first career hat trick. They have struggled against MIAC teams. They're 1-5 in conference. The majority of their wins have come in non-conference games. If there is a trap game, we talked about it before we got on the air, tonight's it. The Pointers need to be ready for this.
Augsburg comes to town tomorrow. Pointers up to 8th or 9th in the poll, 8th in the pairwise. Augsburg 4. And huge. The thought would be is you look past tonight and you're in trouble. So you can't do that. Stevens Point will have to get off to an awfully strong start here tonight. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stevens Point and Hamline as we kick off 2023 at KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Back with the head coach of the Pointers after this timeout on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Continuing our Pointer pregame show on the Pointers Sports Network. We are in the new year. Pointers back at it at KB Willett Arena, hosting Hamline University in the opening weekend of 2023. We talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Coach, I know nice to get away for a little bit, but even more nice to get back and ready to get going. You got a big stretch drive coming up here. What's your thoughts on getting after it in the new year?
Yeah, it was a good time break. We have almost a full month off and took 2.5 weeks off and got back last Wednesday, and I've had a good week and a half of prep. Kind of picking up a little bit where we left off and banging the rust off, and I think guys are excited to kind of play the second half of the season with that long of a break that kind of jumps into 2 different seasons a little bit. So it's good. Everyone comes back a little bit healthier, gets some time to rest up a little bit, and comes back a little hungrier. But this is a big stretch for us. We got 6 weeks, playing 13 games in 6 weeks. It's going to figure out who we are in this month of January.
I thought really you finished really on a strong note. Really getting through, going on the road, getting a big win. Definitely the way you wanted to finish things up through that first push.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was a good battle there in Eau Claire. We gave up a tying goal at the end of the game and found a way to come back and make it right. It would have been a long break to think about that otherwise, but I thought we ended on a good note and feeling good going into Christmas and coming back with good vibes and ready to pick up where we left off a little bit.
I really think that if you look at things, the big picture of the first half here, you've got some really good balance going here. Both in scoring and kind of defensively here. It's been your depth and balance has really been an advantage.
For sure. And I think we still have a lot of area to grow, as a team and individual. I think we got a lot of guys that are trending in the right direction, for some positive regression on scoring. Just like regression, I think there's some progression coming. I think there's some guys that are ready to take that next step in their games, but 1 + 1 = 2. It doesn't just happen overnight. It happens day by day, after day after day, week by week, and putting them together. And I think we got guys that are training in the right direction right now. So it'll be good to have those kind of aces up your sleeve.
Well, obviously, you get back after it after a break here tonight. What are banging off the rust and things like that? What are you most worried about to try to make sure that you hit the ground running?
Just the pace of play, I believe. You can try to replicate in practice. Game pace is different. Just being able to get out there in the first period and kind of get our reads out of the way. We did a lot of 5-on-5 stuff in practice and get them going. But that's the biggest thing is just time with the puck. Things happen a lot quicker out there in a game. So being able to just simplify things early and just be ahead of the play mentally.
This game against Hamline tonight, I think a mental test as well. Obviously Augsburg coming here tomorrow, and numbers wise, a lot of folks would look at that, but you can't get to tomorrow until you get through here today, and I think that's kind of your message no matter what, right?
Yeah, it feeds right into our culture here. It's every single game. This is Hamlin's only game this weekend. They're not playing tomorrow, so they're going to be all systems go. Got to expect the goalie to play the game of his life tonight. We know everyone likes to play us tough, so it's forces us to be at our best. It's going to take a good effort for us tonight. We got to start on time.
Do you think did you take a step back and take a look at things and change things up at all a little bit, or thought about things you could do differently? Does that something that comes along in a break as well?
100%. It's kind of looking at the whole and trying to see some themes or common themes of where we're breaking down and stuff. And I think it's. For us, it starts on our own end. It starts on our breakout. When we're breaking the puck out clean, just kind of frees the whole rest of our game up. And then, offensively trying to think about things a little bit different way as far as our cycles and where we're moving the puck down low and try to create some more offense. But it's not major. It's all minor stuff that we're just tweaking here and there, thinking about things a different way. But it's just that step that we're taking in our game. We're halfway through and we're trying to perfect our game and take next steps, trying to master this, master that part. And then once we get there in March, we got a complete game. So we're on our way, but we got some room to grow for sure.
Is it really kind of the, taking out the low of the lows and the high of the highs and trying to find that middle ground?
Yeah. This time of year in January, it's, the structure is in place for most teams, so it's not as wide open. The games are magnified by little things, little habits, little plays, getting pucks in, getting pucks out, taking care of things. So we had a lot of good experience in the first half of playing in tight games. 6 overtime games. I think one game against St. Mary's we didn't have to do 6-on-5 for or against. So we've got that experience now. We know how to handle a lot of situations that come our way.
All right, good luck here tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square-faced wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylists, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at pointerbluelineclub.com.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. We are set here, the Pointers and the Pipers of Hamline University in this non-conference matchup. Here's our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Pipers, in goal, it's Kevin Lake. He is 6'3", 185, and a senior out of Anchorage, Alaska. 12th game of the year, 4-6-0, 2.93 goals against average, .909 in the save percentage. Those are better numbers than they've been in the past. Ryan Brandt on defense, a 6'1" sophomore out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. Jordan Halverson is 6'3", 195, and a sophomore out of Hudson, Wisconsin. Up front, Brandon Bissett, 5'9", 176, and a senior out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. Ike Tereszewski is 5'11", 185, and a junior out of Scarborough, Ontario. Joe Collins, 6 feet, 185, and a junior out of Shakopee, Minnesota. For the Pointers, Ryan Wagner gets a start in the net, 5'11", 175, and a senior out of Indianapolis. Game number 6, 3-1, 2.11 on the goals against average. It is Nick Konrowski, 6'2", 190, and a junior out of New Hope, Minnesota. Evan Junker, 6'3", 190, and a sophomore out of Elk River, Minnesota. Tyler German gets the start at center tonight, 6'2", 185, and a sophomore out of Canton, Michigan. He's out there with Wilson Northey, 6 feet, 185, and a senior out of North Vancouver, British Columbia. Isaac Moberg, 6 feet, 195, and a junior out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Mark Germain, Clayton Smith, the referees, Griffin Moe, Todd Treader are the linesmen here tonight, and we are underway from Willett Arena. Konrowski with it, near side, feeds it up the wall on the near side. Isaac Moberg reaches for it. Wilson Northey streaks after it. Halverson gets there first, far corner. Pointers try to force a turnover here. Back the other way quickly come the Pipers on the left wing. Brandon Bissett, transfer out of River Falls, sends it deep. Around coming, long-range shot. Wagner with a save, turning, another shot in front. That's deflected. Rebound is loose. That's cleared out to the far side. I think I counted 7 D3 transfers on this Hamline squad here.
From all over.
From all over the place for head coach Shane Wagner. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Long-range shot here by the Pointers. And that's fielded quickly by Hamline. Hamline back the way. Cole Hedquist with it up to center ice. He'll dump it into the near corner. Nicholas Aromatario, the first to get there for Stevens Point. Jordan Fader, near side, looks defeated ahead. Turned over. Carson Simon sends it back deep for the Pipers. Loose in the far corner. Smith in there. Aromatario. If you had to pick out of your decor here tonight, the two that you need to elevate a little bit might be these two.
Yep.
And they're out to a strong start. Jordan Fader back the other way. Fader coming, firing a shot. Lake with a save. Rebound kick behind the net. Rebound picked up right down the middle. And again with a shot. Pad save made. Another rebound chance. Another save. Backhanded shot. Oh, right side. Smothered off. Comes back to the middle again. A barrage here by the Pointers. Harrison Stewart holds the zone. Fires a shot block there. Hamline still can't clear it out. Hennigan on the far side. Hennigan slips up the far wall. Looks to backhand it in. Now back through to the middle. Bouncing puck comes again. Jordan Fader with it out high to Harrison Stewart. He'll shovel it to the near wall to Noah Finstrom. Finstrom in front, redirected, goes wide to the far side. Stewart with it, sends it deep. Stevens Point changing here. Jake Tice off the bench after it on the near side. Finstrom gets it towards Chirino. Now comes in front of the net. Backhanded shot went wide. Rebound to the side of the net. Turned aside by Lake. Pointers with all kinds of pressure here. Finstrom out high to Harrison Stewart. Back to Finstrom. Goes to a backhander. Slips through. Back to Stewart. He'll turn. Fire a shot. That gets the glass. And off to the side of the net. Jake Tice with it again. All puck possession here for the Pointers. Up the wall far side. This is Evan Junker getting it back. Junker back near side. He'll rotate around to the near side. Looks to center. Junker out high to Gunrowski to reset. Now it's Junker. Now to Chirino. He'll fire a shot. Deflected. Glove save made by Kevin Lake. And the Pointers all kinds of pressure off the get-go.
Nice job by the Pointers to get some forecheck going, get back to their bread and butter, and get the puck below the dots and go to work. Nice work getting some good shots in deep. Kevin Lake active. He makes the first couple saves, and all of a sudden I remember, yes, this guy is active in his crease. Makes a couple good athletic saves, and the Pointers going back to work offensively here.
All right, off the face-off into the near corner. Near side Gunrowski for Stevens Point. Got freight trains by Dabrowski. Pointers get it back at the half wall in the near side. Back to Gunrowski again. Shot in front. That ricochets through. Junker slides up on the far side to get it. Matthew Falls in the lineup here tonight for Stevens Point. Sends it around. And Falls will go after it. Back behind the net into the far corner. Andrew Poulias. Andrew Poulias with David Hill and Matthew Falls on this forward line for Stevens Point. And sent deep. Far corner again. Connor Witherspoon, haven't seen that forward line. He should be out here next, one would think.
Here he comes.
WIAC Player of the Week before we left before the holiday. Back-to-back weeks for the Pointers. Dawson Chirino and Connor Witherspoon. Now Villancourt with it, sends it ahead off the heel of the stick of Liam Guerin on the far side. Down on the near side, Aromatario, Moberg sends it back. Brady Smith at center ice kicks it ahead. Just out of the reach of Wilson Northey. Wilson will get it. He'll dump it back into the near corner. Moberg after it, near side around German. Bounces free. Sam Ide out there for Stevens Point. Ide out there with Mick Hennigan, Nick Gunrowski, Evan Junker, Nicholas Aromatario, Brady Smith, Harrison Stewart, the seventh defenseman here tonight. Now Moberg coming in far face-off circle, fires a shot blocked. Rebound to the far corner. Northey after it there. Tried to feed it to Moberg. Instead comes back out high. And here is a long-range pass out of the reach of Joe Martin. And Ryan Wagner out to play it. I think he got to it before it got to the goal line, or it would have been icing. Isaac Moberg took a knee-on-knee hit here, and he's having a hard time to get back to the bench. Now looks to me all right. Now long-range shot into the chest to Ryan Wagner. He will hang on and make the save, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off, and we'll keep an eye here on Isaac Moberg. He came up the near side. Looks to be shaking it off here, but
maybe a Charlie Horse
knee-on-knee type thing, but everything looks all right. Shane Wagner, the head coach of the Pipers in his second year, 9-24-5, was a head coach at Minot in the North American League and an assistant with the Minnesota Magicians. Played D for the Pipers from 2002 to 2006. Two-time MIAC honorable mention that went 0-3 in his career against the Pointers. Long-range shot there. Comes back around on the near side. Jordan Fader gets a piece of it. Waffles up in the air there. The red line on the far side. Evan Junker back to get it for Stevens Point. Junker whipped around. Junker gets back to his feet now. Hightails it into the far corner, but it is Tarazuski that brings it around to the near side. Tarazuski leaves it near corner. Sam Dabrowski. Near corner, Bissett will muscle it up. Connor Witherspoon took it away from him. Here's Fletcher Anderson for Stevens Point. Anderson cutting, has Jordan Fader to his right. Anderson, saucer pass to the middle, bouncing wide to Fader. Fader knocked down in the play and didn't like much of that. Cole Hedquist back the other way. Hedquist fakes a shot, now fans on it. Shot, save made, rebound, kicked out in front, cleared out by the Pointers. Oh, it hit something on the way to the net, changed direction on Ryan Wagner. Fletcher Anderson with it, brings it back in. He'll saucer it to the front of the net for Brady Smith. And it's Lake that kicks that one out. And now, let's see, Aromatario on his horse to get there. They'll say no icing. Romatario hustling, but couldn't come up with it. Now up on the far side, big hit by Sherino. Here's Noah Finstrom for Stevens Point, right up the middle. Now cuts to the left wing. Looks to leave it back out high, instead carries it behind the net. Got it to Tice, out high to Stewart, near side Smith. Shovels a shot, redirected, came back out. Smith keeps it going. He'll one-hand it to the far corner for Sherino. Dawson Sherino at the blue line, sends it deep to the far side for Finstrom. Tried to center it into the skates. Long range shot by Smith. Kick save made there by Lake into the netting. And we'll get a whistle. 13:49 to go here in the first.
Love to get Brady Smith going here in the second half, Tom. Get some offensive production from that blue line and keep him rolling along. So we'll get another offensive zone face-off. A little bit of a breakdown defensively in an odd hop, but Ryan Wagner played his angles nicely, able to make a good save on that last shift defensively for the Pointers.
I wonder if Shane Wagner played in the famous 0-0 tie game. Would have been about that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right? Hennigan can't hold it in.
At the Drake.
Yes. Coming back. And, Hennigan read it, and it zips up and out of play. And everybody all right? Wow, that was a screamer. I think everything's all right. Hey, big win for the Pointer women's hockey team just a couple of minutes ago. Lauren Winsenson with a power play goal at 16:08 of the third period. The Pointers beat Hamline over in St. Paul 1-0. Olivia Schultz, 33 saves for a shutout. So it's a nice win for the Pointers to begin 2023. So the men will try to pull the double dip here. Bronson Adams after it. Dabrowski, Hennigan. Chipped it back in, but Bronson Adams took it away from him, back the other way. Shots on goal, 6-3 in favor of the Pointers. Long-range shot kicked aside by Ryan Wagner. Junker feeds it ahead. Wilson Northey lets it go by. Here's David Hill. Hill in on the far side, got stuck in Andrew Poulias, and I think they'll say the Pointers are offsides here. Sean, we mentioned Shane Wagner, the former Piper. His assistant Ted Cheesebro, a longtime Minnesota high school hockey coach, but an assistant coach for the Jamaican national team.
You went deep into the notebook.
And a former participant in one of your favorite events.
Yes.
The Red Bull Crashed Ice.
There you go.
See?
Goodness.
Yes, your buddy Nate would be proud of him, I bet, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Red Bull himself. Yeah. All right, sends it deep.
Yep.
Nick Lair is our goaltending coach. He played at the University of Minnesota, so getting some help. Moberg saucer pass in front is broken up. Goes back behind the net. Comes back around, and Wilson Northey after it. Tyler German now jumps the plate, freed it up at the Pipers, able to hammer it back down, and that will go the length of the ice. Tyler Krieger now in his sixth season for the Pointers, 104 wins, 24 losses, 13 ties, and the all-time series between these two teams is, let's see here. Stevens Point leading 16-4-2. Stevens Point has won 2 in a row and 7 of the last 9. And Coach Krieger 3-1-0 all time against the Pipers. Witherspoon for Stevens Point. Got a healthy shot over there. Got it to the far corner. Now behind that comes right back in front. Shot turned to the side. Witherspoon went right to the front of the net. Now out high, here's Sam Ide with it. Ide, long-range shot, pad save made by Lake. 8 minutes into the first period, we're still scoreless. Another pad save made by Lake. And it comes to Liam Guerin. Guerin up ahead, will feather one ahead. Got through a defender. Wagner slows it down. Now it's Sam Ide around. Ide up far side, out of the reach of Fletcher Anderson. That allows the Pipers to pull it back. And a long-range shot there is off the stick of Joe Collins. Sam Ide feeds it back up the far wall. Fletcher Anderson, good body position there, and slides it out to Hennigan. He'll rattle one ahead. That goes right off of Dawson Sherino on the far side. Finstrom tried to hammer it loose, but the Pipers able to regain control. Back the other way, Bissett on the right wing with some speed. He'll leave it. Dabrowski with a shot. That's blocked off to the near corner. Romatario after it, went up in the air. Sherino up the middle. Watch out here, but Stevens Point with it. Here's Noah Finstrom 1-on-2. Finstrom waits for some help, so he'll spin off to the far wall. Feeds it back towards Sherino. He's bumped off the play, and Jackson Willie will take it for the Pipers up ahead into the near side. Dabrowski with it. Or check to that. Isaac Terazuski sends it back. Long range pass. Jake Tice Got a piece of it on his way back to the bench to prevent the icing call. Stevens Point changing here. Matthew Falls reaches for it for Stevens Point. And back the other way, Poulias rink wide again. David Hill chops that one ahead. He'll go after it with some speed along with Bronson Adams in the far corner. 10.5 minutes to go here in period number 1. Still scoreless. Evan Junker gloves it down. He'll wheel with it, but right into a defender. Fed it up ahead. David Hill will get it. Here's Hill, red line on the far side, walks through a defender. Ahead to Poulias. Poulias tried to backhand it. Now it's Matthew Falls with it. Falls slides around to check down on one knee, looks to center it. He's stood up in the far corner, and they'll play it there. Hill after it again. Out high it goes, and bounces around Harrison Stewart. Shots now 9-4 in favor of Stevens Point. Falls, far side, Stewart. He'll cycle with it. Long range pass ahead. Now gets it Poulias off of his skate and directs into the near corner. They'll look to center it. Falls now centers and off a defender's stick. He'll get it. Leaves it out high to McHennigan near side. Hennigan, little stop-start move. And able to keep it going. That got a hoot out of the Pointers bench. And Hennigan a backhander in. Kicked aside by Lake on a sneaky little backhanded shot there. 9.5 to go in the first. Harrison Stewart pulls it back now. Stewart, long range pass ahead for Moberg out of his reach. 9:27 to go here in the first. And I believe because of the icing call, we won't get the media timeout here. So we'll get a face-off back to the right of Ryan Wagner.
Other games of the WIAC tonight with the MIAC Interlock. St. Olaf is at UW Eau Claire. St. Mary's is at Northland. Bethel is at UW Stout. And Augsburg over in River Falls tonight to take on the Falcons. Obviously, the number 4 ranked Augies will be at Willett Arena tomorrow for a big West region show.
MIAC series, Gustavus and St. John's, Concordia, Minnesota, and St. Scholastica. Got a couple finals from earlier today that we'll touch on here when we get a chance.
Big ones.
Wilson Northey, far side. Tangled up with the defender there. Got it to Moberg. Kicked it ahead just out of the reach of German. 9:08 to go. Around the boards, Aromatario in the near side. Northey back at center ice. Far side, Moberg. He'll come in the far side around Matthew Falls. Falls will give chase. Near side, Falls with a good German with a good shoulder to free it up. Behind the net it goes. Far corner, Eric Dahl for the Pipers. Slides it ahead. Comes down to Ike Terazuski. He's around on the far side. Terazuski giving a rough ride. Had some long stretches of play here. Back the other way, Witherspoon behind. Dumps for Fader. Has a man open up the middle. That's Northey. Couldn't get it. Hamline defended that well as Stevens Point had an odd man rush momentarily. A head off a glove. Terazuski with it. He'll dump it down for Bissett. Spinning, trying to fire a shot. Blocked off, and it's Bissett turning, firing a weak shot to the far corner. Brady Smith will get that. Here's Smith back to the middle. Brady Smith ahead. Chips it far side. Jordan Fader strides up to it. He'll poke it to the far corner. Fletcher Anderson, a hit behind the net to try to free it up. Pipers work it around. Pulled out of midair there by Joe Collins. Collins fights his way to the red line to feed it deep into the far corner. Brady Smith waits for it now. Smith surveys it up. Cross ice for Sam Ide. Sam flipped it up, turned it over. Right to Carson Simon, fires a shot through. That went wide. Cole Hedquist now with it. Stevens Point, a zipper to the near side. Chirino finally gets it out ahead. Fletcher Anderson. Defender reaches in. Anderson, a good job to recover here and muck it up along the near side, right near the blue line in front of the Piper bench. Gunrowski quickly ahead to Ide. Ide back to the front. Here's Dawson Chirino through a check. Looks to center. Back to the middle. Pipers get it, but leave it in the far face-off circle. Some stick work there by Noah Finstrom, but couldn't hold it in. Pointers send it back in again. 7:20 to go here in the first period. Far side, Ide. Good job to keep it. Now kicks back at the red line on the far side. Ide will get it and send it deep again. Lake wheels with the paddle to throw it behind. Almost went right to Noah Finstrom. Now David Hill with it on the far side. Steps in front of a defender. And the Pipers able to squirt it free back into the zone. Bouncing puck comes. Hill with it. Feeds it off the wall near side for Jake Tice. Tice up the middle. Comes. Feeds it far wing. Back through to the middle. Hill with a shot. Hit a body in front. Kicked in. Oh, big hit on Noah Finstrom. But he pops right back up. Boy, that looks scary, Sean. And now Tice throws it in front of the off his skate. Finstrom looks to be all right. Man. Near side, off the wall. Aromatario can't hold it in. Pointers are off sides. Dabrowski at center ice. Fights it deep. Harrison Stewart will go behind the net for Stevens Point. Here's Andrew Poulias for the Pointers. 6:20 to go here in the first period. Pulius with a shot deflected up into the netting, and tell you what, Sean, outside of that initial flurry by the Pointers, not much going. We'll get the media timeout. 6:19 to go in the first. Scoreless from Willett Arena on the Pointers Sports Network. At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advanced tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, back here at Willett Arena, off the face-off, wrapped around by the Pointers, and Hamline will get it, and they will clear it back out. And Andrew Pulius. And at the red line of the far side, Halverson falls now for Stevens Point around. Pulius on the near side. And there's still scrum for it here. Not much going on. Long-range shot. Wagner got a piece of that, and that goes up and out of play. So 5:32. And I tell you, Sean, after a interesting start here for the Pointers, kind of been mucking around a little bit as of late here. We'll see. All right, face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner. It is Tyler German in there to take the face-off for Stevens Point. Goes behind the net. Isaac Moberg back out there, so things look okay for him. Here's Gunrowski, feeds it ahead, just missed Moberg, and Hamline turns it around the other way. Gunrowski up ahead. Here's Moberg hustling after it on the near wall. Bronson Adams gets there first. They'll look to slide it back out right side of that. Wilson Northey, a wraparound, taken down to the side of the net. And what do we get here? We'll get a whistle, puck loose, and I think the net ends up off, and Wilson Northey in a little scuffle to the side of the net. And we'll get a face-off. Actually, I think what they're going to say is Wilson Northey knocked the net off, so that'll bring the face-off outside the zone. Kind of a meh.
Oh, very meh.
10 minutes here or so.
The building is
First
meh.
5 minutes were good, and then this kind of eh.
Yep.
11-4, your shots on goal here. Not a lot of opportunities, though.
No. Both teams maybe have 2 or 3 good scoring chances. That's it. Another icing call quickly. Those big finals in the NCHA today. Try and beat Finlandia 5-3 up in Houghton, and the big one down in Aurora. Tom, the 12th ranked Spartans of Aurora University, upset or what? They'll remain in first place in the NCHA. They beat St. Norbert today 3-1. They'll play again tomorrow afternoon in that's a big conference series.
St. Norbert had 66 shots on goal in that game. First time in program history that the Spartans have beaten the Green Knights,
yes.
Right?
Yep.
We center ice. We'll get you a couple details from over the holiday break as well here. As Aromatario now flips it high. Jordan Fader with it. Steps behind Fletcher Anderson. He'll bring it in far side. Anderson zips it. Witherspoon Leaves it. Here's Harrison Stewart coming in, firing a shot off the skate. Tell you what, Hamline's doing a good job, Sean, of getting in the shooting lanes here and mucking things up in front of the net. Nothing's getting through clean on Kevin Lake. Now to the side of the net. I believe this is Harrison Stewart. Yep, throws it right in the middle, walking in. Fletcher Anderson with a shot. Glove save made by Kevin Lake.
Lake saw that the whole way, Tom. Nice little move by Fletcher to get into the slot and get a good quality scoring opportunity, but just Kevin Lake with a quick glove hand and able to get the big glove save and get the stoppage in play. 13-4 now, shots on goal in favor of the Pointers. So getting the opportunities. Yeah, got to put it away now. 4:06 to go in the first period.
Off the face-off on the near side. Pipers behind their own net. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Still scoreless. Dabrowski at center ice, poked away from him. Here's Jake Tice. Tice bodying it up here out high. Hennigan in to help out, but Finstrom in there a bit late. Jackson Willie carries it in. He'll dump it behind the net. Stewart feeds it ahead to Sherino. Sherino off the near wall, clears it out. Comes right back in, hits the backside of Harrison Stewart. Stewart, a long ranger for Noah Finstrom off the far wall. Under 3.5 to go in the first. Still looking for our first tally. Sherino spun around, gets back to his feet, feeds it up the near wall. Squirts out of the zone, so Evan Junker back to get it. Junker for the Pointers. Matthew Falls will chip it in as the Pointers are changing here. Couple of passes around. Now here's a turnover. Firing a shot, just missing, was David Hill. That was a blistering shot off a quick turnover. And got the glass. Near corner, Poulias on the forecheck. Piper's able to lift it out. This will come down the length of the ice just wide of Ryan Wagner, and we'll get a whistle and an icing call. Sean, over the holiday break, UW Superior hosted their annual tournament and had tough sledding.
They did.
Again. Losing to Gustavus in the semifinals, and then it was, Marion beat St. Scholastica, and then Marion beat Gustavus in the championship game. They won that tournament.
I think
3 or 4 years, something like that. 3 out of 5, something like that.
4 out of 5, yep.
Yeah. We'll get to a couple games from Tuesday as well. Long-range shot, Lake with the save again. Tuesday night non-conference game, Northland falls at Finlandia 2-1. And a midweek conference special, River Falls and Stout. Blue Devils scored a late goal in the third period that they thought gave them the 3-2 lead, but waved off. So they skate to a 2-2 tie. River Falls with the shootout win. So Stevens Point and Superior with 16 points. Stout with 10. Eau Claire with 9. River Falls with 5. Northland with 4.
Save.
Shot and a glove save made by Lake right off the faceoff.
Right off the faceoff, won it clean to Wilson Northey. Took a 2 steps in and wristed one and through traffic. And Kevin Lake up to the task there to make another good save.
Yep. Sean, of course, probably the Pointers in Augsburg, the marquee matchup of the weekend.
Yep.
I think number 2 is tonight's St. Olaf at Eau Claire.
Yes. Be interesting to see how that one shakes out.
Yep. We'll get you some scores coming up here in our first intermission. Pointers try to work it out from the near side. Halverson behind the net. Out high, Brady Smith. Smith coming. Long range shot again. This one through traffic. Lake. Good beat on that one again. He's seeing the puck pretty clear.
Yeah, he's seeing it clear, and he's playing the angles very well, Tom, and able to make the save down in the butterfly position, being aggressive. But you really like how the Pointers come out after the media timeout here. Hamline's been pinned in their own end for the last 3-4 minutes. Haven't been able to get any offense going at all.
All right, Tyler German, far side. Around him, Ike Terazuski got around a defender, shot in the goal. Ike Terazuski just pushed it through the neutral zone, got a step, used his speed, and beat Ryan Wagner. 2:10 to go in the first. The Pipers tally first.
Man, did he fly through the neutral zone and beat Ryan Wagner clean for Terazuski. That'll be his 4th goal of the season. And the Hamline Pipers up 1-0. What's new? Over the Pointers here in the first period. That'll be the 10th goal the Pointers have given up in the first period this season.
All right, face-off will come. At center ice, Connor Witherspoon. 2:09 to go. Pipers are feeling it. Hennigan now in the near side. Fletcher Anderson for Stevens Point gets it. Here's Jordan Fader. Fader ahead in the left wing. Fader whistles a shot, caught the glass. Ide holds it in far side, throws it to the front of the net. Back in the near side, Fletcher Anderson. He looks to center. Pipers break that up. Around in the near side, and this is Scott Moyer who sends it deep. We'll get a whistle and an offsides call with 1:40 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal are 16-5 in favor of the Pointers. And we've seen this script play out here a couple of times, Sean.
Yes, we have.
I'm trying to think, out of the 12 games, what was it? Stevens Point's given up the first goal in like 10 of them or something like that. Konrowski ahead on the forecheck. Pipers again. Turnover out high. Willie can't get it. Here's Noah Finstrom. Finstrom, right wing, comes in with some speed, tries to work through a defender. Picked up nicely, but then Finstrom slides back in to get it. They'll look to center. Jake Tice. 1:20 to go in the period. Finstrom throws it right in front. Shot. Sherino. What a save by Lake. Sherino wide open between the circles. A beautiful setup from, I think it's Jake Tice. But Lake shuts the door.
Shut the door hard on Dawson Sherino. And nice little move by Kevin Lake to go from the near side post and then get to the middle of the ice quickly as Sherino got lost in coverage. A great little shot, but a better save by Lake.
Now Sherino with a shot. Pad save made by Lake again. 1:08 to go here. Near side, Tice, nice little stick lift to free it up. Got it to Sherino, but it scored it away from him. Junker, back to Tice. Long range, far side here. Sherino walks through the middle, loses a defender, walks right through, and then lost an edge and lost the handle of the puck. Under a minute to go here in the first period. Long range shot into the glove of Ryan Wagner. He will hang on. We'll get a whistle. 47 seconds to go in the first period. And we'll get a face-off in the Stevens Point end.
So it'll stay deep in the Stevens Point end. So it's Tereszewski from Collins at 17:50 of the first period to give the Pipers a 1-0 lead.
All right, off the draw. Here is Aromatario. Pulius ends up after Romatario shouldered it free. Pointers walk right through the middle, but then turn it over. Pulius gets back to it, and he'll pull it back. Near side, Pulius cuts ahead. He'll flip it deep. Defender put a glove on it. Pulius puts a shoulder to it. Hill reaching for it. Couldn't come up with it. 20 seconds to go. Pipers clear it out here near side, and this slides down. No icing mill save. Final 15 seconds to go. Around to the far side, and David Hill ahead at center ice, coming down. 6 seconds to go. Guerin with it. He'll flip it up high. Brady Smith will let it go, and opening 20 minutes here of 2023. And Hamline will carry a 1-0 lead here into our first intermission.
Now, Kevin Lake makes a handful of really, really good saves and keep his team in the game, and off to the dressing room the Pointers will go, down a goal against the Pipers.
All right. Well, I thought really a couple nice opening minutes.
Yep.
You know, to come out and bang the rust off a bit. We'll see. And the Pointers will trail the Pipers here by a count of 1-0 as we're joined by Pointers assistant coach Brian Crom. Happy New Year, Coach.
Happy New Year, Weaves.
You looked like a team that had about a month off there for about the middle 10 minutes of that period. Fair assessment there?
You don't think?
I thought you really came out and had some chances early that really got things going, but then just kind of, things kind of went meh from there, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, you could see after that, really essentially after that media timeout, that's kind of where things started to turn the other way. But we just have a little bit of rust right now that we got to shake.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the other thing is you got a couple of good chances and a couple of pretty good saves by their goaltender here. You've had some chances here. Getting to the net is going to be the roadmap to a victory here, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Stopping in front, there's going to be plenty of rebounds for us. We just got to stop in front and bang some home.
And just kind of, I think you can possess the puck a little bit better. Fighting it a little bit at times, is that now?
Yeah, you said earlier, like early on in the period, you saw we maintained possession of the offensive zone for quite a while. So yes, that's there, but it starts with our structure and our whole entire game from our end all the way into theirs. We just got to play a more structured game.
Yeah. All right. What's your New Year's resolution?
Win a national
Score the first goal.
championship.
Score the first goal. How's that for a couple of games, right? All right, Coach. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, Pointer assistant coach Brian Crom here. Stevens Point trails Hamline by a score of 1-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our first intermission. We'll get you a recap, some scores, and set the table for you for 2023 here for the Pointers. Hamline a 1-0 lead after one on the Pointers Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely a winter beer. And if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu. All right, back here at KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. 2023 opener sees the Pipers leading Stevens Point 1-0. Ike Teraszewski is fourth of the year, and they're saying unassisted. Is that correct?
That's
1750. Has got the Pipers in a first period where the Pointers outshot Hamline 18-5. Clearly the difference, Kevin Lake, 18 first period saves for the Pipers. Nary a penalty there. The other thing, Sean, here, Stevens Point dominating the faceoff circle, 62% of the faceoffs they're winning. It's just it's going astray in the neutral zone, is where things are going sideways.
Yep. Now, the Pointers aren't able to get through the neutral zone very clean right now. Give some credit to the Pipers of coming through and playing a good road period. You got your goaltender to make some big saves at times in that first period, and just really simplify. Get the puck in deep, go to work. When you're able to get the forecheck going, you're able to control things pretty well in your offensive end. And just need to go ahead and get back to that and see where things shake out.
And I don't know. I think somebody's got to light a match under the D to get going here. They're a little slow to the draw getting out of the zone.
Yeah,
and with the breakout.
It's surprising, and that's one of the things the Pointers really worked on, is getting that breakout going this week, and it's starting on time, and just, again, not happening. They did a little bit, but then kind of lost steam as that period went. So make things easy, a couple passes and out, and then get to work offensively.
That it is. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, give you some other scores. Hamline leading Stevens Point 1-0 on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, our first intermission rolls on, and People's Exhibit A, that it might be the Bizarro night here. Yep. Hamline a 1-0 lead after one period.
Yes.
Augsburg, the Augies coming here tomorrow. A lot of eyes on that game. Augies find themselves trailing River Falls 3-1 late in the first period at Hunt Arena.
Goodness.
As they trickle down there, let's see here if we can... it looks like the Falcons came out, got a power play goal at the 4:29 mark, and then scored 35 seconds later. As Connor McGrath does the honors for the Falcons on the power play. Mike Gillette, 35 seconds later, Augsburg got one, but then Billy Fesco at the 14:10 mark. So 3-1 is the River Falls lead there. And a period that's seen Augsburg outshoot the Falcons 14-11.
Interesting times, my friend. Interesting times.
Interesting times, that is for sure. All right, Bethel and Stout are tied at 1. That game was late in the first period as well. And St. Mary's and Northland are either scoreless or something's not working. So we've tried to look at both. And looks like they were in the first period and were scoreless as they host there. UW Eau Claire at Hobbs Ice Arena. Cade Lemmer, the Wausau West graduate, Sean, with his first of the year at 5:25. As it looks like they have just ended the first period at Northland. St. Mary's and Northland are scoreless. So Eau Claire leading St. Olaf by a score of 1-0. The MIAC scores: Gustavus at St. John's. That game is scoreless. St. Scholastica a 2-0 lead over Concordia, Minnesota after one period of play. In the NCHA, Trine beats Finlandia 5-3. Aurora holds down first place over St. Norbert with a 3-1 win this afternoon. MSOE and Marion tied at 1. Adrian a 2-0 lead at Lawrence, and Lake Forest and Concordia, Wisconsin are scoreless in their matchup as well. Pointer women this afternoon got a power play goal from Lauren Winsensen at the 16:08 mark of the third period. Olivia Schultz made 33 saves. Pointer women beat Hamline. That's a nice win for them.
Yep.
To kick off 2023 after they maneuvered, played some good hockey, about 500 through the first half there, and now we'll get at it, and they'll get after it in the WIEC. That's got River Falls up amongst the top-ranked teams in the country. Eau Claire lurking Gustavus around there as well. Gustavus there, and the usual perennial powers from the East having a tough go of it through the holiday season. So we shall see how that goes, especially on the women's side. All right, the other thing we want to do, Sean, is take a look at the latest U.S. college hockey online. Hobart remains unbeaten at 13-0. They remain number 1. Utica at 8-2-0 is 2. Adrian is 3rd. Augsburg 4th. St. Norbert 5th. Geneseo of New York is 6th. Endicott at 11-1 is 7th. Oswego is 8th, but they had a terrible tie today against Potsdam, I believe. They're playing the tournament up in Plattsburgh, and then won the shootout to advance, but that's a pairwise killer.
Yes, it is.
For things there. Pointers come in at 9th at 8-1-3. Norwich is 10th. Babson is 11th. Aurora 12th. Curry College is 13th. University of New England 14th, and Plattsburgh is 15th. Let's see here. St. Olaf, Trine, and Eau Claire are the Western teams receiving votes. But the more important story here, Sean, the Pointers have vaulted themselves up to 8th in the pairwise rankings.
Yes. Over the holiday break, the Pointers just kept on climbing as some holiday tournaments started off, and it's now time to talk about pairwise, right?
And here's the other thing, Sean. Pairwise is a plan B for the first time
forever, right?
A reminder that the WIEC does get their automatic bid back this year, so the winner of the WIEC Commissioners Cup Championship does get an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. But the thought is, if you can place yourself in the top,
I think
3 to 5 of the pairwise, you got to be up there.
Yeah, you got to be. I did my first bracket today, or my first tournament look last night, and you really look at the teams out east. If any carnage goes on in the NEHC where Hobart is, or the UCHC where Utica is, it's going to really play lights out. Remember, this year with the WIEC only getting their automatic bid back, there's only 3 at-large bids. So coming into tonight, I just looked at whoever was leading the conference got the automatic bid point in. The first 3 out, very interesting: Augsburg Wesleyan of the NESCAC, and then the University of New England out of the Commonwealth Coast Conference. But the 3 at-large bids: Utica, Curry, and Adrian of Michigan.
So as the chalk would go, 4 Western teams would be in if things started today, with St. Olaf, Aurora, Stevens Point, and Adrian would be the 4 West teams in there, and you'd have an 8-4 split.
We should check to see where St. Norbert was. They were coming in to this weekend 16th in pairwise. After that 3-1 loss, you could see Aurora jumping up into that maybe up into that top 15 in pairwise after a very big win at home against the Green Knights.
I think what was it, before the holiday break when we did it, the question was, is one of these other NCHA teams going to be for real, and are they the one to step forward to answer the call?
Yep.
We'll see. So let's see. St. Norbert, after the loss today, has dropped to 25th. So they're now behind Eau Claire.
Yes.
As well as MSOE. So some other West teams have hopped in there. Bethel is up there, things like that. Trine and Aurora.
Aurora moved up into the top 15.
Yep, that they did. So that is how things go. But again, Stevens Point 8th. After an 8-1-3, but a long way to go, my friend, and still the simplest roadmap is win your conference tournament to get in.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and we don't even need to talk about at-large bids then.
That's true. All right, 20 minutes in the book. Stevens Point will have to come from behind once again. They trail Hamline 1-0. We'll come back and have the second period face-off here from KB Wood Arena after this timeout on the Pointers Sports Network. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylists at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylists, they know no 2 guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
All right, back here at Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. I'll tell you what, a few more people have made their way in here.
Yeah,
always a tough weekend here with the holidays, and obviously the students are out, but we'll see. Hopefully a big crowd tomorrow. Come on out.
Yes.
Augsburg.
Pack the place.
That is a top 10 showdown. And you talk about wanting to make hay in the pairwise, beating a team like that.
That'll get you where you need to be in pairwise,
but
in a
doesn't
hurry.
mean anything if you don't turn things around here.
Yep.
Just got to come out and be a little simpler.
Yep, be the Pointers.
Yep.
Get back to work. Go hard working. The Pointers have really played well here.
I tell you what, give full props to the Pipers here.
Absolutely.
They made life difficult for the Pointers, and we'll see. And they got the goaltending that they haven't had in the past. I mean, how many of those scrambling saves he made in the past end up in the back of the net, and all of a sudden it's a 3-4-0 deficit
before they
know what's going on.
Exactly.
And Coach Crom always likes the second period, right?
He does.
See if we can work that to the advantage here. And all right from the get-go. That seemed like we were away from the rink forever.
I was ready to get back here.
That is for sure.
Really ready.
Well, that was interesting to see the Facebook memories come up from, what was it, Oswego?
That's right.
And some other things that came in.
Yep.
Puck loose at center ice. Here comes Tyler German. Flips it to Wilson Northey. German couldn't stay on side. Northey flips it in. Isaac Moberg will get it on the far side. Moberg flips it around deep to Tyler German on the near side. German back to Wilson Northey, right behind the net, looks to center. He'll step right out in front. Now squirts off his stick. Gunrowski chips it. Here's Moberg on the near side. Out high to Junker. Sends it in front of the net. Now they'll turn. Firing a shot off the post. Wilson Northey, a backhander in front. Lake might have got just a piece of it with the glove. And off the far post, Wilson Northey all alone in front of the net. Here's Evan Junker back the other way. Junker in 3-on-2. Puts his head down. Backhanded shot. Lake with a save. Northey around the net again. Boy, Wilson Northey sniffing around the net here in the opening minute of the second period. Connor Witherspoon walks through a defender, full speed, right wing comes in, whistles a shot, pad save made by Lake, rebound to Fletcher Anderson, chopped off of his stick, Fader with it, sends it out high to Brady Smith. Smith back to the near side, out of the reach of Witherspoon, goes back behind the net. Back to Aromatario on the far side, ahead to Jordan Fader, he'll get her deep. Lake cuts it off. Sends it back to the far side to Ryan Brandt. Hedquist couldn't come up with it at center ice, but it's Halverson making life difficult, and Fletcher Anderson comes away with it. Anderson center ice off the far wall, sends it in. Lake near side around. Noah Finstrom intercepts that. And here are the Pipers diving, but Harrison Stewart with his long reach. Shot fired. Finstrom with a shot redirected off the side of the net. Now it's Jake Tice with a shot. Lake with a glove save. And a little breakdown there by the Pipers, and the Pointers with a couple of good chances.
Through traffic as well, Lake makes that save, is barking to the officials about the Pointers getting a little too close to his crease area, shaking his head. I think he might have got slashed, Tommy, as the Pointers were running traffic in front of him. And he's shaking off something. And we'll get a face-off deep in the Pointer end, offensive end. Good first couple minutes here at Willett for the Pointers offensively. Man, Wilson Northey found himself all alone and ringed it off the far post.
Shots now 22-5 in favor of the Pointers. Harrison Stewart, cross ice. Hennigan with a shot wide. Rebound hung up behind the net. First to get there, Andrew Irwin for the Pipers. Stewart again runs some traffic, but then it bounces out. Derek Becklin back the other way for the Pipers. Shot, save made by Ryan Wagner, pinballing puck around. Shot toward the front of the net, turned around. Sherino had it chopped away from behind. Sherino will get it on the near side, 2-on-1. Feeds it to Finstrom, coming in. Shot over the top of the net with a backhander. Unbelievable. Now Sherino lurks his way in there to dig it free. Up the near side around Stewart, comes back out. Boy, this is one of those bizarro of the hockey gods type of nights here, Sean. Sherino walks through, brings it in onside, chips it back to the middle, slides through two defenders. Physical play to hold it on the near side, got it to Poulias. Poulias now Sherino again, in front of the net again, throws it right in front, backhanded shot, Lake with a save, turn it aside. Matthew Falls wide open in front of the net. Pointers have had at least 3 chances wide open in front of their own net. Poulias carries it in, he wires a shot high, got the glass. Far side, now it's David Hill that got a piece of that one, up into the neutral zone on the far side. Poulias gets it, throws it back to Falls on the near side. He is tackled at center ice. Near side coming, Junker digs it out, he'll bring it back the other way, Evan Junker. Ridden away from him, they rattle it around the boards. Gonrowski chops for it on the far side. Falls gets it back at center ice. Falls, near side, Evan Junker. 16:30 to go in the second. Stevens Point trailing 1-0. Now ahead, this is going to be an icing call.
Yeah, that Evan Junker didn't get the red line, Tom, and he was wide open through the neutral zone. Just an extra step there for Evan, and that plays onside. But it's an icing call on the Pointer end. The Pointers will come back down to the defensive end to take this next face-off.
All right, face-off back to the right side of Ryan Wagner. 16:21 to go here in the period, second period. Long range shot wide of Wagner. Nobody picks up the rebound. It tracks all the way back to the near side. Behind the net, a couple of shoulders there, side of the net. David Hill over there for Stevens Point. Nothing doing. Pipers with a shot. Wagner turns that aside. Tarazuski with it. He thought about a wraparound, I think, for a second. Now veers back behind the net. Poulias runs into some traffic. Centering pass shot, pad save, rebound, pushed aside. Andrew Poulias might have jammed that shot here as the Pipers have the Pointers hemmed in here for a minute. Centering pass in front comes all the way back through. This is Hamline sending it down the length of the ice, so no icing call. And weird bounce off the stanchion goes the Pointers' way here. Then into the midsection of David Hill. Bissett with it, waiting for it. Now ahead, Gonrowski gets it. Gonrowski back near side of Romataria. Isaac Moberg chips it deep. Bissett there to pick it up. Northey on the forecheck, couldn't come up with it. And here's Tyler German around him. Big hit on the far side. Scott Moyer rubbed out there. Pointers get possession of it. Romatario brings it up. Feeds it ahead. Moberg will get the puck deep here for Stevens Point. Isaac Moberg. Pipers clear it out. Brady Smith, nice job here. Wilson Northey back deep again. Behind the net, Lake threw it ahead. Northey almost made him pay. Now another turnover. Isaac Moberg will get it, but he was coming out of the zone. Back to the near side. Pointers with a kind of a lazy change here. That allows Hamline to get control of it. Long range pass here. Hedquist will tip it. Comes all the way into the near corner. Brady Smith back to get it. He'll look to get it with some speed. Long range pass ahead. Tyler German on the far side. They work it away from him. Pipers across the red line. Send it back deep. Smith behind the net again. He'll wait this time. Now feeds it far wall to a Romatario. Ahead to Fletcher Anderson. He walks through it, but the Pipers steal it. Send it right back the other way. Romatario will try again. Fletcher Anderson far side this time. He gets it deep. Connor Witherspoon shoots off the Pointer bench. He'll go to the far corner. Anderson maintains control. Far corner Witherspoon. Spinning move here. Up the far side. Willie will get it and chip it around. Jackson Willie with a good defensive play. Sam Ide pulls it back. We are 6 minutes into the second period. Hamline still holding this 1-0 lead. Despite being outshot 24-8. Fletcher Anderson on the far wall. Finstrom reaching in, pokes it free. Goes all the way back into his own end to Sam Ide. Ide to the side of the net. Ide flips it out near side. Hennigan with it now. Mick Hennigan to center ice. Finstrom coming in to the far side. Stuck in his skates. Got it back. He'll chip it deep for Jordan Fader. Fader behind the net. Pipers up the far side. Ide in there to reach it. Along with Jake Tice here. Sam Ide through to the middle to Sherino. Sherino through his legs. Brings it out high to Tice. Tice, a long-range shot. Another shot blocked. Tice gets it back. Bouncing puck. Can't have it. Might be a 2-on-1 back the other way. Make it a 2-on-2. Joe Collins, 3-on-2. Tarazuski coming. Tried to feed it back to the middle. Pointers intercept. They'll ice the puck here, but you'll take it. Stevens Point ices the puck with 13 minutes to go in the second period. Trailing it 1-0.
Back and
Sean, you have this what the heck is going on here look on your face.
A little bit.
Is that the best way to put it?
Back and forth we go. I mean, and you got to give the Pipers credit.
Yeah.
They're clogging up the neutral zone. They're clogging up the passing lanes and the shooting lanes. The opportunities have been there for the Pointers. They haven't cashed in. You feel like if the Pointers can get one, it may open the gates up a bit here. But, man, the Pipers have been good.
Now turnover, shot block there. Doesn't come out of the zone. Pipers hold it in. Long-range shot. Oh, Ryan Wagner with an unbelievable save on a deflection that came right back to him. Pipers putting the jam on in the forecheck here. Wagner near side now to Sam Ide. Up ahead, Sherino feeds it back. Witherspoon back for Sherino. Jake Tice racing ahead. No icing call. Tice will get there first with the shoulder. Sherino barrels in there to free it up. Here's Poulias. Poulias with a shot. Hit the post on the far side. Rebound behind the net. Poulias with a laser beam off the far post. Second post of the period here for the Pointers. Pipers dump it back deep. Gonrowski around. Hill slapping his stick for it. They'll shove it ahead to him. He'll kick it to the middle to Matthew Falls. Falls, beautiful walk around a defender, but a nice recovery. Batted out of midair, and dragging it back the other way comes Scott Moyer. Moyer on the far side. Junker picks him up, goes to the far corner. Now rubs him out. Hill in to help out, and comes free. Watch out here. And off a skate. Out to Adams high. Shot block here by the Pointers off the near wall. They try to clear it out. Comes rolling toward the front now. Poulias with it. He'll go off the far boards just far enough to clear the zone. Comes back into the Hamline end. And the Pointers not offsides here. Willie will carry it on the far side. Aromatario back to get it. Aromatario flips it up high. They'll play a little chase game here with David Hill. Poulias in there. He'll go behind the net, but the foot race won there by the Pipers. Sebastian Villancourt. Now back the other way they come. Left wing, Derek Becklin coming in. Becklin to the save. Shot block into the roof. We'll get a whistle with 11:20 to go here in the second.
Face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end after the deflection with Brady Smith on that shot. And get a little bit of more wide open action back and forth. It's the Pipers taking it to the Pointers here. And the other reason I have what is going on, look, the Pointers are one bad bounce away being down a pair and being in real trouble.
Yeah.
And the Pipers have been close a couple times of getting that second goal.
All right, behind the net, Brady Smith after it for the Pointers. Pipers win this battle here. Wilson Northey. Near side and ahead. Now finally with some space, here's Tyler German. German ahead, flips it, far side to Moberg. Comes in, fires a shot, Lake a save. Rebound is cleared out. Smith hustling over to cut it off on the far side. Took a rough ride, but paid the price to get possession of the puck. Here's Moberg with it again. Moberg waits, feeds it to German. German walks through a defender, but then good play. Now right in front of the net, Wilson Northey with a shot. That goes wide, and a rebound sent wide of the net. Unbelievable. Wide open net, and the Pointers miss. Long-range shot, low to the ice, comes wide through to the near side. Witherspoon spins it back to the middle. Fader, far side, feeds it ahead to Hennigan. Hennigan drags it in. Big hit on the far side. Pointers get it deep again. Eric Dahl after it. Around on the near side, Brady Smith for Stevens Point at the red line. Zips a dangerous pass to Hennigan. Here's Witherspoon. Connor Witherspoon around a defender, walks in, tried to center it. Sliding defender jammed that off. That was Eric Dahl down on the ice. Might like to see him pull the trigger there instead of the pass. Now they bring it out high. Hennigan feeds it right back far side to Anderson. He'll go saucer pass near corner to Harrison Stewart. Stewart stood up in the near corner. Still trying to scrum it free. Gets it to Witherspoon. Fires a shot. Save made by Lake. Rebound to the side of that. Comes in front. Redirects. Anderson out high with it. He'll walk in around a defender. Gets free. Anderson looks to center. Walks through again. Lost his stick. Looks to kick it in front of the net. Now gets the fader shot. Lake with a save. Rebound loose. It rolls wide of the net. And Lake dives out and covers it up. Unbelievable scramble here. And we'll get a media timeout. Unbelievable. Hamline still leads it 1-0. We'll come back and have more here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. 9:39 to go in the second period. The Pointers have outshot the Pipers 28-9, but have nothing to show for it.
Nothing to show for it. Besides a lot of close opportunities, and Kevin Lake jumping all over his goal crease and big saves.
So we'll come out of the media timeout here.
I expect a big push here from the Pointers out of this media timeout. They've been, we know how Coach Krieger is not a big fan of the media timeout, but he's been able to make some in-game adjustments and force the issue. And right before that media timeout, you could see the Pointers trying to push the pace, get things going a little bit quicker. And I think that's where you could get Lake, is if you can get the pace going and use the team's speed to their advantage.
All right, off the draw into the near corner. Hamline with it around. Ryan Brandt up high. Junker holds it in. Evan Junker with a shot in. Hit a body on the way through.
It hit Holquist, Tom, on the hand, and then died right in front of Kevin Lake, and he was able to make the save.
I think Kevin Lake was thinking it was going to go post far side.
Exactly.
He had to scramble back, and that thing was just trickling toward a wide open net, but able to get it out. 9:28 to go here in the period. Pointers win another face-off. Sherino, half ball in the near side, tries to shake a defender loose. Now it comes out high. Gonrowski with a shot. Lake with a glove save. Hangs on.
A good save. He's able to see it all the way. The Pointers had all three forwards up against the near side boards here to win that 50-50 puck and get it out to Gonrowski. Good little shot by Nick. And another offensive zone face-off with Noah Finstrom.
All right, face off to the left side of Kevin Lake. Noah Finstrom in there for Stevens Point. And I believe it's Cole Hedquist for the Pipers. Pipers win this draw. Bronson Adam tries to clear it around. Junker retreating back to get it. He'll zip it ahead into Tice on the far side. Tice puts the brakes on up the middle. Sherino lets it go to Junker. Junker near side. Finstrom setting up in front of the net. Junker cycling around with speed. Got a piece of the referee on the way through and then turned it over and back the other way. This might be a 2-on-1. Now the Pointers hustling back. Tice, good physical play here to break that one up on the way back. Now Tice with it behind the net again. Chips it around to the far corner. Brandon Bissett, shot that went over the top of the cage. 8:40 to go here. Long range shot to the far corner. Gonrowski will get it. He'll slide it up the far wall. Too far for Sherino, and this should be an icing call against the Pointers.
They waved it off, Tom.
They waved it off. And the Pipers got all kinds of black down at the far end here. A long range pass goes wide, and Aromatario back to get it. Who's going to step forward and make something happen here? Comes out, Dahl around with it. Matthew Falls reaching for it. Couldn't come up with it. Loose at center ice. Falls back around again. Sent in deep. Gonrowski feathers it up on the near side. Pointers will set the break up. Here comes Aromatario. Far side, David Hill. Hill puts the brakes on. A long range shot goes wide. Aromatario to the rebound. Poulias with it. Poulias out high. He'll cycle around. Fans on a bouncing puck again. Able to hold the zone. Up in the air it goes. Pointers stay onside, they'll say. Lake now out to play it. Plays it right around. Now takes a ricochet back out toward the front of the net. And then cleared back near side off the glass. Wowza. Now far side Hill just out of his reach. Villancourt after it for Hamline. They'll push it. Wilson Northey looks to center. Nobody home. Aromatario feeds it back again. It'll come around. Northey back to get it again. Right to the side of the net. Northey turns, fires a shot. Went wide. Good chance created there by Wilson Northey into the skates of one of the Pipers. That's Derek Becklin. Becklin dances his way free. Pointer is able to clear it back out. Too many men on the ice.
Like
7 skaters out there for the Pipers. They'll let it go. 7 minutes to go here in the second period. Pointers still trail by a goal. Tyler German with it now. He's headed off the play on the far side. Isaac Moberg. Far side. Isaac Moberg out. He'll get it free. This might be the chance. Northey back the other way with Moberg. Moberg coming back, waits, throws it in front of the net. Northey is run out of the play and a pileup behind the net. And the Pointers screaming for an interference call, but not there. Dabrowski now walks in here. Good job by Sam Ide. He'll poke it to the near corner, gain possession. Fletcher Anderson wide open, never saw him. Now they get it to him on the far side. Here comes Anderson, puts the brakes on, fires a shot. Blocker save made by Lake. Rebound to the far side, Fader reaching for it. He'll gain possession of it. Jordan Fader back the other way. Fader, a big hit at the blue line. Penalty call coming up here. Jordan Fader taken down. Will get the first penalty of the game. A tripping call to the Pipers will put the Pointers on their first skyward power play of the new year.
Tripping, kneeing, whatever you want to say at the offensive blue line. The captain for the Pointers trying to go in and get some offense going. It looks like Jordan will be okay. Let's run the power play numbers for the Pointers in the first half of the season. 5 of 37, 13.5%. That's 5th in the WIC, 60th overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers for Hamline, 37 of 46, 80.4%. That's 8th in the MIAC, 45th overall in the country for the Piper penalty kill.
All right, face off to the left side of Kevin Lake. 6:13 to go. First penalty of the game. All right, Dawson Chirino shoves it up the boards. Far side to Romatario. To Brady Smith. Smith, far side to Romatario as they work it out high. Cycling with it. Here's David Hill with a shot. Oh, and a shot block here by Carson Simon. And it ricochets all the way back down into the Stevens Point end. 1:40 to go on the skyward power play for the Pointers. Far boards, Romatario. He'll bring it in. Got it through a couple of defenders. Lake out to play it. Boy, I tell you what, he is not afraid to play the puck. Here's a Romatario back with it. Now Pointers look to center it. David Hill behind the net. Hill kicks it free to Finstrom to Chirino on the near side. Dawson Chirino leaves it back to Noah Finstrom. Finstrom picked up by a body here in the near side. Smith with it at the blue line. Smith up the near boards. He'll walk in. Here comes Brady Smith. Walks through, backhand and shot. Lake. Another shot. That went wide. Another wide open net missed by the Pointers on their 30th shot on goal of the game. Chirino with it. Puts the brakes on. Has to hold up because Finstrom was off sides. And then Chirino is leveled by Sam Dabrowski. And Chirino picks it back up again. Gives him a shoulder. And sends it back deep again. Oh, Chirino's got to watch out here. Got to stick up high. And it is sent down the length of the ice. Ryan Wagner with it. 40 seconds remaining on the power play. Just under 5 minutes to go here in period 2. Romatario, far side, Witherspoon. Poked away from him. Hennigan retreats back to get it. Fletcher Anderson will cycle for it. Hennigan's just going to come charge ahead. Brings it in the zone. Sets it up. Little shoulder dip here. Comes toward the net. Tried to center it. Sliding effort by the Pipers to break that off with 15 to go on the power play. Anderson out high near side. Out to the point to Hennigan. Hennigan back to Anderson. Anderson coming in. Goes down low. Comes through. Witherspoon fans out of Poulias. Shot in the goal. Andrew Poulias power play goal. Finally, the Pointers break the seal. We're level at 1.
Yeah, Andrew Poulias was just sitting on the weak side, waiting for that puck to get to him. Good passing in the slot area for the Pointers in deep. It'll be Poulias' 4th of the year. We're tied at 1. It took a power play to get going, but they did.
Never gave up on the puck.
Nope, they did not.
That is. 4:19 to go here in the second period. And we are even at 1. Tyler German. Off the faceoff, got it to Isaac Moberg. They'll slide it back to Gonrowski. Cross ice to Junker. Isaac Moberg coming up between periods will be Sean's Pointer profile. Lake behind his own net, fanned on it, and Eric Dahl able to get it. And this should be an icing call against the Pipers. Nope. Instead, now the Pointers turn it over here. And Wilson Northey chips it out to center ice. Pipers send it right back. Here's Gonrowski. Ahead. Now it's Northey. Oh, hammered from behind. Penalty call coming up here against the Pipers. And let's make sure Wilson Northey's okay. Goodness gracious.
That's right in front of the scorers table. Wilson getting up.
He's up on one knee.
And it's going to
it is Eric Dahl that goes off, and let's see what the call is here. You might get a boarding call here. Yep.
That's it?
Yeah. A ferocious is boarding. So boarding is the call. And Stevens Point, Sean, another crack on the power play here.
Well, the speed of the Pointers have created these last couple power play opportunities. They've been able to pick up the pace and get things moving. And we'll get a power play chance here for Stevens Point. I think Wilson Northie's okay, Tom.
Yep.
He took a rough shot right in front of us.
All right, off the draw, and the Pointers just evened it up. A tripping call will come here. Jordan Fader, I believe, of the Pointers, right off the draw, will go 4-on-4. Oh, boy. Just reaching for the puck in your own offensive zone, Sean, but you got to have control of your stick. So, 4-on-4 here with 3:38 to go in the period. All right, face-off. The face-off rolls right in on Ryan Wagner here. All right, so Stevens Point 4-on-4, a lot of space here. Hennigan lost the handle on it. That'll allow the Pipers. Now it's Fletcher Anderson after it. Almost poked it free. Now they do. Oh, Witherspoon had it. Got it back to Harrison Stewart. Pipers are going to get a very brief power play coming up here. Hennigan kicks it back near side, Harrison Stewart. Stewart on the near side ducks under a defender, keeps it going. Stewart sends it deep. Lake out to get it. Fletcher Anderson reaching for it. Hennigan on the far side plays the body, kicks it free. Out high to Witherspoon. Witherspoon dumps it. Hennigan on the far side. He'll go to Fletcher Anderson and chopped away. Watch out here. Back the other way for the Pipers. I believe it's it's Henderson, or Halverson, excuse me. Spinning shot. Ryan Wagner with a helter-skelter save. And a minute to go till the Piper power play. Stewart waits for it, feeds it ahead. Fletcher Anderson with it. Throws it back to Romatario on the near side. Romatario dancing his way free in the near face-off circle. Piper's back the other way. This is Bronson Adams coming around. Brady Smith with the play, and then they crash into Ryan Wagner. And the net off. That is a heck of a back check there by Brady Smith.
Brady Smith had to use all his speed, Tom, to get back in that play and knock the puck away right at the last second. Otherwise, it is a clear-cut breakaway at the offensive blue line for Hamline. Nice job by Brady Smith to get back in that play. A little bit of a late change defensively gave the Pipers an offensive opportunity there with 2:24 remaining here in the second period.
So the Pipers are going to get, what, a 5-second power play here in 41 seconds. 2:24 to go in the period. We're even at one. A shot shouldered away by Ryan Wagner. Near side, they'll scrum for it. Romatario comes away with it. He'll spin his way free. Now they bring the forecheck pressure hard. Adams ends up with it on the near side. The Pipers have to reset. They'll slide it in deep to the near corner. Brady Smith out in front of his own net. Maybe some speed and some room to move here. Smith, left wing, carries it in. Has Hill and Finstrom with him. Smith got through a check to the far corner. Smith behind the net, tries to center it. Now got it to Finstrom. Finstrom coming, trying to get to his forehand. Fires a shot. Pad save made, and Brady Smith couldn't retreat back to get it. Long range pass here by the Pipers. They'll say no icing call. Pipers on the power play. Stevens Point with it. Now Gunrowski has his pocket pick. Shot fired. Picked aside from behind before it got to Ryan Wagner, and now here's Poulias after it. Oh, whistle and an icing call. Andrew Poulias, I think the Pointers thought he got a piece of it. They'll say no. So a minute 29 to go here. And the stripes have been off for a month too as well.
It looks like it a little bit. Getting a little...
This is just... You know those nights you just come to the rink and things are weird.
Yep.
Now you're just on full-on survival mode. That's what you are. Mm-hmm. But you're level at one. A minute 29 to go and a long, long way to go here. And your power play got you back in it.
Absolutely.
Finstrom, now Moyer shovels his shot. Pipers get to the rebound. Behind the net it goes. Gunrowski bodies it up on the far side. Piper's trying to go. Shot fired. Ryan Wagner, good save. That shot came out of nowhere, and now
bad turnover by the Pointer defense, and a little pushing and shoving after the whistle as Piper's limited opportunities getting close on Ryan Wagner tonight. Make sure that he knows that they're there. Like another save. Are you kidding me?
Looks like River Falls is tallied again to lead Augsburg 4-1.
It's just what you need is the Falcons to get going in the second half, Tom.
You know it.
And you know that Steve Freeman's crew is going to do it.
You know it. Now off the draw, Sherino tried to muscle it out on the far side. Boy, the puck is bouncing all over the place, too. Coming up on a minute to go in the period. Nifty job here by Sherino out high. Sherino will get it. He'll walk in. Sherino with Poulias to the front of the net. Wet just wide. Pipers gain control. They'll bring it back. Swept away. Willie with a nifty job here. And then Matthew Falls hammers him down in the play to free the puck up. 50 seconds to go in the period. A weird bounce comes back to... You're getting partition bounces, posts, all kinds of stuff here. Falls on the forecheck. 40 seconds to go here. Near side. Pipers trying to decide what to do with it. Now they cough it up on the far side, then chip it back. Comes deep. Halverson after it. Jordan Halverson behind the net. Tried to center it. Collision in front. Pointers. That is Gunrowski. A good job to clear it around here. It comes all the way out. Back on the far side. Long range pass ahead. Chipped in. Gunrowski down on a knee to clear that out. Witherspoon trying to get to it. Might be a 2-on-1. Witherspoon turns. Backhander off the side of the net. Maybe the shoulder of the goaltender Lake. Fletcher Anderson trying to hold it in on the far side, but can't. 6 seconds to go. Collins on the near side off of his stick. Gunrowski after him. And that will do it. 40 minutes in the books from KB Willett Arena. Pointers have come back to even things up at 1. And Sean, things are pretty simple here. Win the third period, you win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Got back to even with a power play goal by Andrew Poulias, his 4th of the season. And you go back and forth and trade blows with the Pipers. And you keep on, I mean, you're continuing to get the offensive opportunities. So you just keep on at it here and go into the third period tied at 1.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back at your recap, scoreboard update. Plus, a bit later in the intermission, the junior from St. Paul, Minnesota, Isaac Moberg, will join Sean for our Pointer Profile. 1-1 after 2 on the Pointer Sports Network. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, they are working out some of the scoring gremlins that have attacked here. Sean, when it's going weird,
it's going all
weird
over.
on
everywhere.
On all aspects. So they are working to do that and get things
straightened out scoreboard-wise. So let us do this here. Let's run down some of the other scores. Eau Claire has doubled their lead over St. Olaf now late in the second, 2-0. Northland, a 3-1 lead over St. Mary's in the second period in Ashland. Stout holding on to a 3-2 lead at Bethel. That might be game number 3 of the weekend there. With the Blue Devils leading Bethel 3-2, and River Falls, as we said, has tacked on another to lead Augsburg 4-1 after late in the second period there. MIAC scores: St. John's leading Gustavus 2-0, and St. Scholastica has opened up a 5-2 lead over Concordia of Wisconsin. And let's see, MSOE leading Marion on the NCHA side by a score of 2-1. Lake Forest was leading. Let's see here. Lake Forest taking on Concordia of Wisconsin, and I believe that game was busted open at last we saw here of, I believe it was 5-0. As the live stats are locked up there, but we'll go to the videotape. Yep, 5-0. Lake Forest with the lead over Concordia of Wisconsin. And then the other NCHA game going on was Adrian at Lawrence. That game was 2-0 early on at the end of the first period. And let's see here. We will take a look at that again as the third-ranked Bulldogs at Lawrence. Again, a 2-0 lead early on. And what do we have here? It's 5-2 Adrian at the end of the second period there. So, yeah, Sean, no real surprises there. Again, earlier, Aurora beating St. Norbert 3-1, and Trine defeated Finlandia by a score of 5-3. All right, let's do this, partner. While they are getting the gremlins worked out of our scoring, we can tell you Ike Tarazuski had the Hamline goal in the first period. Andrew Pulias answering in the second period from Connor Witherspoon. A power play goal in the Skyward power play for the Pointers. And Jordan Fader getting an assist as well. At 15:41, we are even at 1 after one period. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Sean's Pointer Profile with Isaac Moberg. That is coming up next, 1-1 after 2, here on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family's safety is important. And with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford. And online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service. Get your car done
One. Continuing with our Pointer hockey coverage after the Christmas break here during our second intermission, we continue with our Pointer profiles. And tonight, it's the junior forward, Isaac Moberg. And before we get to the questions, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all those types of things. Mm-hmm. And how the heck are you a junior already? It just seems like yesterday you walked in the door as a freshman and off you're running your junior season here.
Yeah, it's felt like these past 3 years have flown past. Obviously with that first year kind of being a weird COVID year, didn't really feel like a year, but it was, and I don't know. I mean, I'm a junior now, so
yeah, just keep on rolling, right? As a junior,
year after year. So
absolutely. Well, let's get to I know acquiring minds want to know how Christmas break was for you, and what was your favorite Christmas present you may have gotten or not gotten under the Christmas tree?
Christmas break was awesome for me. I mainly stayed here because my girlfriend's a teacher actually in Points, so she didn't get break until about a week before Christmas. So I was here for a little bit. As of Christmas presents, I'm a pretty techie guy, so I got a new monitor, which I was pretty excited about. So,
like a gaming monitor, perhaps?
Yeah,
not so much for the studying? Or dual purpose?
Dual purpose, yeah. I mean, it is a gaming monitor, and I also use my PC for school studies and stuff. So.
How did finals go for you? Get through everything? That's kind of a quick turnaround for you guys. You have a big weekend against Eau Claire, and then, boom, finals right away.
Yeah, pretty stressful week upcoming through Eau Claire. And then another stressful week for finals. But no, finals went great for me. I did really well on all my finals. I ended up with, I think, 4 A's and 1 B, so I was pretty
What's your major?
Computer informational systems.
Okay, so you are a techie guy.
I am a tech guy.
Absolutely. So. Thoughts? Let's just turn the page back to your sophomore season. We talked a week after you scored your first goal ever, and off and running you went with the penalty kill and kept things going throughout the season. What were your overall thoughts about your sophomore season as a player and getting better and getting more into this system?
I thought it was a huge growing season for me, just because it was my first full season, just to kind of get a feel of what a full college season looks like and what it takes to actually survive and play your best hockey throughout a whole season. I thought I could have done a little bit better towards the end stretch, just because you always think you could do better.
Sure.
But I felt overall I learned a ton, and transitioning into this year I felt like I took a lot of different aspects of last year that I really liked about my game and put it into this year.
Going into the summer, everybody wants to work on a couple things, and you want to obviously make a step to your junior year. What were those couple things that you wanted to work on in the summer back home?
Biggest thing for me was when I talked to Coach, he was pretty adamant about being great on the walls, because I mean my whole life I played center. I didn't really play wing.
Sure.
First time I started playing wing was here, and that was my sophomore year. So kind of getting on the walls, getting pucks out, being able to make plays at the winger position was one of the biggest things. So that's what I kind of worked on and what I tried to focus on whenever I got the chance. Even if we were scrimmaging, doing 5-on-5 stuff, I wanted to play wing. I didn't want to play center, just so I could get that feel and work on the stuff that I knew I was going to be doing this year.
And, reflections on the first half. You guys have, after everything shakes out after the holiday break and you look at the rankings, and they mean about as much as anything right now, but you guys have put yourself in a pretty good position after that little 4-game tournament against the WIC in December. Good hard work has led to this position. Have you had a chance to reflect on the first half and your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we started off a little shaky. I don't know, I guess couldn't find our footing. We had a couple ties. I feel like just couldn't find our footing, or I don't know a better word for it, but I felt like towards the end of the first half we actually found that, and we were starting to play better D and making the right plays, and obviously putting the puck in the net more. Yeah, thanks, Dada. But yeah, I feel like we've really blossomed into the team we are now, at least in the second half of the first half, and I'm really excited for the second.
Okay. I stole a couple of these questions from a podcast that Tom and I were just on. We're gonna have some fun here, because why not? If you could max out a credit card, doesn't matter, you don't have to pay it back, what store would you max it out at?
Well, that's a tough question. Probably Amazon, honestly, because they've got everything, really. So if I want tech stuff or anything, which, I mean, this past Christmas, I kind of spoiled myself a little bit and did all that tech stuff, too. I bought a bunch of new parts for my PC, so almost maxed out my credit card. So, it would be Amazon. So.
Second one would be is if you had zero responsibility, no girlfriend, no school, no studies, no hockey, and you had a day to yourself, what would you do? Or where would you go?
I'd probably go on a vacation somewhere warm. Me and my girlfriend went to Cancun. That was a lot of fun. I'd probably go to Jamaica. I've always wanted to go to Jamaica. Want to kind of experience their culture, and if I had a full day, I would make a day, I guess 2 or a couple days, whatever it is. But that would probably be my choice to go do something.
Well, that wasn't too bad. It was painless, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, let's move on to this season. We talked a lot last year about penalty kill. You continue to be a main cog in that penalty kill, and this team top 10 penalty kill coming into the weekend in the country. What makes you guys so good on the PK this season or in the past couple years?
I'd say we're pretty disciplined when it comes to PK. We have a really good system that works for us. We've got guys that work really, really hard and really enjoy PK. I think that's one of the biggest things that makes us successful is that the guys at PK really, really enjoy PKing. So when we're out there, we're having fun and we love stopping other teams' power plays. So
and swinging the momentum. You saw it during the Christmas break in the World Juniors. I watched a ton of that. Get a big PK and you kill off a power play and get that momentum right back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of our things is creating that momentum, and then also when we get power plays too is them capitalizing and just on both fronts, power play, PK, and being able to push our team forward.
All right, Isaac. Well, the second half is here. Hamline comes in tonight. Big game tomorrow night against Augsburg. We'll get to that tomorrow. But first up, the Pipers of Hamline. What have you guys been working on this week in practice? And give me a couple keys for victory tonight here at Willett Arena.
So this week is kind of, I guess the past 2 weeks has kind of just been getting back into the groove since it has been, we just got back from break. So we kind of touched on all different aspects. But one of the key points would be just starting on time. That was one of the things that we preached in the first half of the season is being able to start on time first period as the puck drop, getting things going. And then secondly would just be stick to our game and don't overlook them because we don't want to have another tie or a loss to this team. We want to take care of business and get things going.
You could definitely categorize this as a trap game, but focus on the 60 minutes at hand tonight.
100%.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your junior year, and we'll talk to you down the line, okay?
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right. That was Isaac Moberg, the junior forward from St. Paul, Minnesota. More Pointer hockey coming up here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Pointers outshoot the Pipers in that second period. Sean 16-7 and now 34-12 for the game. We are level at 1. Andrew Poulias is fourth of the year from Connor Witherspoon and Jordan Fader at 15-41. 11 saves for Ryan Wagner, 33 saves for Kevin Lake. And you've got yourself a 20-minute game here. Got to get right to hot to it, I guess, right?
No, absolutely. Get right to it. Get the offense going and pop one early here. I think, again, if you can get Hamline on their heels a bit, can force the issue. By far the Pointers' best period in the first half, outscoring their opponents in the third period 21-6.
All right. Wilson Northey ahead to Tyler German. He'll get some open ice at center ice. Brings it into the near side through two defenders and then giving a rough ride into the near boards. Piper's bouncing around off the skate of Wilson Northey. Stays in the zone. Broken stick comes right to Isaac Moberg. Coming through. Firing a shot. Lake with a save. Rebound is loose and a whistle. Quick whistle. And it looked like the puck was still loose, but what was it? A defender looked like he reached his stick out and his blade snapped.
Snapped in half and he had to drop his stick, which gave Isaac Moberg and Wilson Northey a clear-cut 2-on-1 in tight. Moberg shoots the puck. Lake makes a save and a rebound right out in front of him. A quick whistle saves Lake's bacon. And we'll get a face-off in the Piper end again. Jordan Fader this time to take the draw.
Off to face off, Witherspoon reaching for it, but it is Dabrowski that comes away with it, brings it in. I'd like to get a lead here sooner rather than later.
Correct.
Now tried to feed it ahead to Fletcher Anderson, a shot that out of nowhere. Ryan Wagner makes the save.
Oh, boy. It's good to be back at the rink, my friend.
Oh, it sure is. Pointers on the road next weekend, a long one.
Big road trip.
We're going to leave Thursday because Friday's game at Concordia is a 4 o'clock affair. Another Mayak matinee on a Friday. Playing St. Cloud on Saturday, or actually, I guess it's Sartell, Minnesota, which we'll have to lean on some of our now far side Fader at his pocket picked. Hennigan flips it, far corner Witherspoon. What a pass to Fader. Backhanded shot. Lake with a save, rebound shot, another save. Still loose. Pointers hammer at it, and Lake able to snow angel and cover it up.
That good save by Lake. Nice play. That all starts with an unbelievable behind the legs centering pass to Jordan Fader from Connor Witherspoon, and then the scramble in front. What a nifty little touch pass there.
I'm trying to think. Pepsi something or another arenas where they're going to play that game Saturday. It's in Sartell, Minnesota. And I think that's at least the 5th or 6th different rink the Pointers will have played St. John's over there. Of course, they share with St. Cloud, and depending the schedule, Finstrom poking for it. Piper's working free. Back again the other way. Here comes Sherino. Sherino left wing, flips a backhander through, cleared right back out again. Mick Hennigan will get it. Hennigan took a chop, but able to keep it on his forehand. He will deflect it off a body and in. Lake out. Near side, Finstrom reaching for it. Couldn't come away with it. Near side. Out high. Harrison Stewart jams it up. Pipers have it. Here's Bassett on a breakaway again. Shot. A blocker save made there by Ryan Wagner. Long ranger there. Brandt will feather a shot in behind the net. Not exactly the start you'd like to the third period. A shot. Wagner never saw it, but it went wide. Harrison Stewart ahead to Dawson Sherino on the near side. Sherino coming, flips a backhander. That's blocked off. Poulias hustling to the far side. They poke it around him. Evan Junker sends it back off the near side and got the Pointer bench. He'll get a whistle and a face-off here. 17:42 to go in the third. We're tied at 1.
Face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end. Officials will allow both teams to change if they want. We get a face-off here. And you're exactly right. Hamline's been able to hem in the Pointers a little bit here in the last couple shifts. You want the play to be on the other end here.
All right, now they'll move around here after the face-off.
All right, they're going to give the Pointers a warning. Be careful here, Tom.
All right, off the draw. They'll chop it in. Poulias holds it with his skate. Nifty job there. Matthew Falls behind the net for Junker. Evan Junker out ahead. Defender sheds a stick on him. Here's Evan Junker at center ice. Junker with speed, flips it up. He'll go deep into the near corner, cycles it around. Goes back to the far side. David Hill reaching for it. Matthew Falls now on the far side. Falls to Hill. Hit a body again. Falls. A good job to hold the zone here between two defenders. Squirts free to Ryan Murray near side. Long range pass here, no icing. So Brady Smith sheds a defender, and he'll begin the charge back the other way. Julius on the far side took a licking, long range shot. Lake with the save, no rebound.
That face-off will stay deep in the end, but Lake able to see that the whole way. Get the save, stoppage in play. He's been able to melt it down pretty much whenever he wanted to kind of control the game on his end. 16:55 to go here in the game. We're tied at 1. Andrew Pulius, his 4th of the year at 15:41 on the power play in the second period, ties this game up at 1.
Off the face-off, bouncing puck, kicked free, turning shot, smothered, and out high, Brady Smith with it. Smith near side, German couldn't pull the trigger, kind of fanned on it. And now Wilson Northey on the far side. Far side German, he'll cycle it, get it going again. Now reverses back, turns, fires a shot. Late glove save again.
Yep, through that time able to see it the whole way, the save, and Hamline did a nice job of boxing out Isaac Moberg and Wilson Northey. Make an easy save for Kevin Lake.
Shots now 39-15 in favor of the Pointers. Got to finish. 16:36 to go. We're tied at 1. Face-off win for the Pipers. Tarazuski, who has the goal. Around. Long-range pass.
Goodness.
German flips it far side to Northey, who sends it in. Lake slows it down. Near side of Romatario. And back the other way, Brandon Bissett in. Bissett, 2-on-2, long-range shot. Brady Smith, an alert stick. Got that in, deflected it up and out of play. Stop, start, stop, start. Trying to look here, the Hamline wins over St. Mary's, Northland, River Falls, 2 over Finlandia, and a shootout win over Concordia, Minnesota. They're 5-6-1 record, 1-5 in the MIAC. They are 54th in the pairwise rankings. Long range pass out of the reach of Witherspoon. Witherspoon got it back. Far side now, Fletcher Anderson intercepts. Anderson centers it back for Hennigan. He'll walk up, do a stick check. Save by Lake. As Hennigan had to get it up over a defender. That's a nice save by Kevin Lake.
Yeah, absolutely. That time, Hedquist came in and tried to dive and block that shot. And the puck came up on Kevin Lake, and an easy save, a good save for him. Face-off will be deep in the Pointer end. Jordan Fader stepping in with 15:54 to go in the period.
Long range pass, and this should be an icing call.
As we'll get another icing, so another offensive opportunity. And we'll get a face-off deep. Do we have controversy down below? No, okay. Okay, just making sure. The Pointers get to choose on the icing call which side.
Yep.
The Pointers will get the offense. Okay.
It'll come as no shocker that
50-50
has gone awry again.
Oh boy.
I was only 90 numbers off, though, I guess, if I do my math. 15:46 to go here. Far face-off circle. Pipers win the draw. Carson Simon fights his way to the red line to get it deep. Here's Hennigan ahead, long-range pass. Witherspoon, however, gets to the dots first. Near corner, leaves it behind the net for Fader. Chip it around him on the near side. Fletcher Anderson waiting for it. Fader had to ditch the referee here. Far corner again, and it's Eric Dahl with it now. Near side Anderson, he'll come up. Fletcher Anderson tried to center, cleared right back out. Fletcher went down in the play kind of awkwardly here. Now he'll get back up, far side. Pointers bring it into the far side. Fletcher to the front of the net. Pointers walk in. Witherspoon spins far corner. It'll come to Anderson. He'll fire a shot. Blocked again. Centering pass. Coming right front. Shot to goal. Rebound on the near side. Connor Witherspoon. Nobody picked him up. Gets a rebound goal past Kevin Lake. Stevens Point with the lead, 2-1.
That'll be Connor Witherspoon's team leading 7th goal of the season. Again, right on the weak side, waiting for that rebound. As Anderson was able just to chip a puck in, Lake couldn't control the rebound. Witherspoon on the back door slams it home, and the Pointers are up 2-1. And a well-needed goal here in the first 10 minutes of the third period to get the lead.
All right, here, far side, Evan Junker sends it deep. Dawson Chirino now bouncing puck. Finstrom had it, lost it. Back the other way. Nifty job here by Junker to force that one wide. He'll slide it back to Gonrowski behind his own net. Round to the near side, Chirino cleared it up and out. Too far for Jake Tice. Tice with a stick lift, though, sends it deep. Tice to the far corner. Behind the net, Halverson with it. Jordan Halverson ahead. Glove down by Gonrowski. He'll get to the red line and flip it back deep. Lake cuts that one off with Finstrom bearing down on him. Long range pass here. They'll say it's tipped through the neutral zone, or could have been played, so no icing. Brady Smith ahead to Chirino. Chirino, nifty pass back to the backside, and Finstrom sends it deep. Just under 14 minutes to go. Stevens Point finally with the lead here. Defender falls down, gets right back up. Bissett charges right ahead, fires a shot. Save made by Wagner, and no rebound here.
Yeah, Bissett going to the net awfully hard, trying to look for a rebound. Ryan Wagner, great job of just swallowing that puck up in his midsection. The Pointers' game-leading goal scored by Connor Witherspoon again, his 7th of the season, team leading. Jordan Vader and Fletcher Anderson get the assists at 5:10 of the third period to give the Pointers a 2-1 lead.
It's games like this where you just got to keep her simple.
Yep, got to keep it simple and just weather the storms. Nothing's coming easy to the Pointers tonight.
Moberg near side, German feeds it ahead. Wilson Northey will join the play. German to the front of the net. Pipers turn that one around. Moberg reaching, couldn't come up with it. Tarazuski around. He'll go behind the net, far side. Pipers look on the breakout. Ahead it goes off the far wall right to Harrison Stewart. He'll feed it back to Mick Hennigan. Hennigan back up to the middle to German. Tried to waltz through. Harrison Stewart reads that. He'll charge ahead. Stewart in front. German looks to fire a shot. He's ridden off the play on the far side. Puck high in the air. Comes out to the neutral zone. Hennigan ahead around a defender. Still keeps going. Hennigan hops up and then slowed down in the play, but got the puck deep. Pipers cork it off there, but it's Stevens Point. Stewart now back the other way. Here comes Joe Collins. Falls will pick him up. Collins with a shot. Good shot block there by Falls. Rebound to Moberg on the far side. Pipers have it for a moment. Cole Hedquist. Hedquist with it. Stevens Point will get it. Poulius flips it. Andrew Poulius around one-on-one. Poulius with Hill coming. Poulius with a shot. And up into the net and get out of play. We get a slow whistle here. As Hedquist, or Ryan Murray now in the far corner.
Poulius did not like the extra push into the corner there on the far side. A little chop after the whistle, and both officials will come in and take that down, and Pointers will get an offensive zone faceoff here, drawing something up. 12:36 to go in the game. Pointers lead 2-1.
Face off to the left side of Kevin Lake. Off the face-off, Fader tied it up well. Got it back to Brady Smith. He'll kind of wait a defender. Fed it ahead to Romatario, just out of his reach, though. Almost there. Now Pointers center it, and this squirts through everybody. Back down the length of the ice. Brady Smith gets there first. Smith behind the net. Fletcher Anderson cuts behind him. 42-16, the shots in favor of the Pointers. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Here's Witherspoon at center ice, far side. Fader takes a hit. Winners trying to go to the body now in the far corner and scored it loose. Fletcher Anderson ends up with it. Anderson to Fader. Has a seam. A shot that just kind of rolled off his stick. Rolled off the end of his stick. Now it's Anderson back with it. Centering pass in front. Fader waits for it. Oh, what a job here by Evan Junker. He'll rifle a shot, and glove save made by Lake.
Nice steal at the offensive blue line by the sophomore defenseman Evan Junker, and then go to the net and get a good shot. Jordan Fader was there on the weak side to look for a rebound chance, but Kevin Lake squeezes it down with the glove hand. And another face-off in the Pointer offensive end.
All right, face-off to the right side of Kevin Lake. 11:42 to go here. Ike Tarazuski Evan Junker beats him to the puck. Gonrowski with it now. Gonrowski up the middle. Should be an icing call against the Pointers. It is at 11:31 to go.
Still 4-1 in River Falls as they're looking for a top 5 knockout punch as they lead Augsburg 4-1.
Looks like Eau Claire still leading St. Olaf 2-0. St. John's now a 3-0 lead over Gustavus. And St. Scholastica holding a 5-3 lead over Concordia, Minnesota. Here it's 2-1 Stevens Point. Pipers. Long range shot, pinballs its way through. Tice to it on the far side. Tice ahead to Sherino, lost the handle on it. Tarazuski with a shot, hit a stick and goes behind the net. We got a broken stick here. That's Gonrowski, the defender. He'll set up in front of the net. Now Evan Junker will get it for Stevens Point. He'll use his wheels. 4-on-2 for the Pointers. Sherino on the near side is in. Sherino puts the brakes on, looks to center, nobody home. Down on his knees now, throws it a backhanded pass in, then reaches out and blocks it again. Here's Finstrom coming, firing shot. Oh, Tice on Lake with a diving glove save.
Oh man! And that's where that's.
Yeah, now we're starting to get some theatrics after here by both sides, and 10:51 to go. Jake Tice
got robbed. A 10-beller save by Kevin Lake, going from near post to far post. What a centering pass by Noah Finstrom over a defender, and then Jake Tice right on the stick, and Kevin Lake makes the big save. And now there are lots of barking back and forth here, Tom.
Now they're talking to the referees, and I thought I heard the word spear coming from the Hamline bench.
Yes, they are saying, I believe it was Hedquist that went down after the whistle. A Pointer player went by him, and they're talking about perhaps a spear. I'm not sure on what Pointer, but
they're having a discussion here at the red line on the near side. And this is a longer discussion than you might like to think. And we'll see.
The question is if it is a spear, Tom, is that an automatic
potential
five?
And a DQ? It could be. We'll see. So let's see. Now they'll go off and come back again. And it looks like, are we going to get something? So 10:51 to go here.
The penalty box is opening for the Pointers.
2 minutes. So it's Noah Finstrom for a slash. So 10:51 to go here, and the Pipers will get a power play. Not sure if it was on the goaltender, Sean.
Well, it was Hedquist that fell down after the whistle behind the play, Tom, and he went down in a heap. And Noah Finstrom, if they're saying that, Finstrom went by him and slashed him down. So a power play opportunity, really the first power play opportunity for the Pipers tonight, a full one here in the third period. So the power play numbers for the Pipers, 5 of 44, 11.4%. That's 8th in the MIAC and 75th overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers very good for the Pointers, 31 of 34, 91.1%. That's second best in the WIAC and 7th overall in the country.
Yep. So the faceoff will come to the right side of Ryan Wagner, and the penalty killer's got to go here.
Yep.
Pointers may have dodged a bullet here.
I'm thinking so, Tom.
You know?
Yeah. You could easily seen that be a 5 and a DQ.
All right, Poulias to take the face-off for the Pointers. And the Pipers control it. You've opened the door for him.
What's
here.
wrong with did Poulias just get slashed down?
Poulias just took one as now the Pipers around. They'll work it. Here it is near side. Out high to Murray. Blue line on the near side. Murray Child fires a shot. Pointers try to get to it. Off a glove and out. Here's the Pointers. Back the other way. Shorthanded David Hill. He'll come out. Lake going to come out to play it away from him. He'll work it around. Hill took it away. Throws it back in front of the net. Nobody home. Kevin Lake got a little Max Malasic in him.
You bet he does.
Got a great story about Max coming up here. Around. Sam Ide with it. He'll kick it behind the net. Wilson Northey jams it around, can't get it out. Pipers hold it in. Now he'll get control of it again. Northey again sends it the link to the ice. 10 minutes to go here in the third. 1:08 remaining on the power play. Long-range pass. Wilson Northey lost the handle. It bounced right over his stick. Hamline feeds it to the far side. Brandon Bissett waits for it. Sends it out high. Pointers will get it again. Now it's Jordan Fader with it out to center ice. Pointers getting a little cute on the penalty kill here. You just got to clear. 48 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Hamline. Near side, Irwin. Konrowski bumps him off. Now they drag it back near side and look to center. Dabrowski with it. Poked away from him. Isaac Moberg with it and a good strong clear down the link to the ice.
They're hunting for a shorty, Tom. That's exactly what they're doing. They see
Halverson behind the net. Tyler German tries to bang it free. German now chasing it. Back to Halverson on the far side. Near side, Dabrowski. Sam Dabrowski ahead. Pointers get it, and they'll send it to link to the ice again. Lake going to come out. Isaac Moberg tracking in on him. Far side. Pointers are going to get it. Here's Harrison Stewart. Has to wait, and he's just content to just chip it deep again. 5 seconds to go in the power play. 8:50 to go here in the third period. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Pass at center ice. Far side. Here comes Collins. Long range shot. That misses the marks. Matthew Falls with it ahead. Turnover. Hedquist wide. Bouncing puck. Ryan Wagner will get it. 8:42 to go here in the period, and we'll get the media timeout. 2-1 Stevens Point on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family's safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
All right, back here, Willett Arena out of the immediate timeout. 8:42 to go here in the third period. Thought toward the end of that, Sean Pointers got to it on the kill.
Yep, they simplified and then started dumping the puck deep and just made things easier for themselves. But you could see that in that first minute of the penalty kill, the Pointers really hunting for a shorthanded goal.
Now here's Stevens Point, now able to get it out on the back check, though. The Pipers, a nice job. And again, just Ryan Wagner settles her down. Near side, David Hill. Rink wide off the far wall. Poulius will get it. He'll sling it deep. Just get pucks deep here. Near side, Ryan Murray spins with it. Behind the net to Dahl. Dahl on the far side, tracked by Poulius. Hamline will chop it deep again. Pointers miscue on the outlet pass here from Wagner to Poulius. Pipers send it back up in front. Smith with a good job to body it free, so Romatario will pick it up. Romatario off the glass and out, right into the shin pad of Andrew Irvin. Near side, here's Hedquist coming in, trying to get around. Centering pass comes through, and Wagner steers that one to the far boards. Scrum at the half wall on the far side. Pointers sent it up the boards, but not out. Now they will walk in. Long range shot, hit a body rebound coming through. Wagner with a save. He gets run into, and a penalty coming up against the Pointers, right? Or is it the Pipers?
It's going to be a tripping call, as I believe Hedquist got tripped down as he was going in on the rebound opportunity on Ryan Wagner. So another power play chance for the Pipers. It will be Noah Finstrom again going to the box for the second time in a row for tripping. Off to the third power play all of a sudden for the Pipers.
Making life much more difficult than it needs to be.
You got that right, buddy.
All right.
Nothing's easy.
Nothing's easy. All right, face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner. He's got to be your best penalty killer here. Pipers out high. Moberg poked it for a minute. Near side Murray. He'll go down low. Back out high to Murray near side. Murray slides it cross ice to Ryan Brandt. Brandt half circle near side. They bring it back up high to Murray. Now long range shot. That's lifted up through. Far side Tereszewski. Pointers after it. Now in the far corner. Pipers dig it free. Body play in the far corner again. Gunrowski in there to tie it up. And now around the boards on the far side. Pipers hold it in. They'll feed it near side. Ryan Murray circles it back. Minute 20 to go on the power play. Out high, Ike Tereszewski. Tereszewski waiting to shoot, doesn't. Now leaves it to Murray again. Near corner they go. They'll come around, and it's stuck back behind the net. Now centering pass coming, and picked up directly there by Isaac Moberg, who does nothing but hammer it the length of the ice. Lake plays it out. Jordan Fader reaching for it. Ike Tereszewski comes back. Fader took it away behind the net. Jordan Fader sets it up. Tried to slide it to Wilson Northey. And loose in the near corner. 48 seconds to go on the Piper power play. Northey and Fader causing havoc on the forecheck here, shorthanded. Now they got to retreat and come back. Pipers get it in. Rim it around the boards near side. Hennigan chopping it. Hamline fires a shot wide to the far side. More body on the far side again. And a good two-man game there between Northey and the long reach of Sam Ide to poke that one up. Far side, Halverson brings it in. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Far side, now into the near corner. Wilson Northey, I think now it squirts free, comes back. Irwin hammers a shot, redirected, and hit a body in front. That was Hennigan, and somehow changed direction. What a battle here by the Pointers. Sam Ide with it now, near side. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Hamline in the near corner, brings it out high to Irwin. Pointers back at full strength. Hamline to the far side, shot fired, fought off by Wagner. Rebound, Pointers are gassed here. Pulius will get it. Andrew Pulius back the other way. Pulius to the red line. He'll drag in on the far side. Long range shot to Lake. Rebound falls with a shot turned aside. Rebound comes through again. Pulius steers that to the near corner. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the third period. Pointers clinging to a 2-1 lead and a long-range pass in. Ryan Wagner will just cover that up. We'll get a whistle with 5:06 to go.
That penalty kill went from under control, everything great, to all of a sudden a turnover below the dots, and the Pipers were able to get the puck low to high, and a big old shot from the defensive court from Hamline. I think that one hopped right in front of Ryan Wagner, Tom, and went up and over the net. And he never saw it.
Go off the helmet of Hennigan? Or
perhaps it took a tricky bounce.
Yep. All right, Pipers near side. Villancourt fires a shot, redirected into goal. Right in front of the net, Carson Simon. Long range shot, 5:02 to go. We're tied at 2.
Yep, off the face-off, clean win by the Pipers. They were able to get over to their defensive core and got a screen in on Ryan Wagner. I'm not sure if it was tipped in close, but 5:02. We're tied at 2 here at Willett Arena. Man, and the Pipers are feeling it too.
Yep. Oh, the momentum right now with Hamline. Sherino Finstrom and Jake Tice will come off the Pointer bench here. Far side, here's Gunrowski back to get it. Nick Gunrowski around near side. Dawson Sherino tries to lift it out, can't. Brandt, big hit here by Tice. Up ahead, Finstrom sends it deep. 4:45 to go. Tied at 2. Kevin Lake to the near corner. Pointers reach for it. Sherino centering pass, redirected wide by Finstrom. Far side, it's Evan Junker reaching around for it. Out high, Gunrowski back behind him. Gunrowski around. He'll get some speed through center ice. Gunrowski now to the near side. He'll hammer it deep. Pointers will give chase, but Lake cuts it off. Finstrom almost got there first. Tice after it now. Here's Harrison Stewart tried to feed it in. Off the skate, cleared back out. 4:10 to go in regulation. Finstrom at center ice. Chop free from him. Jake Tice with it. He'll leave it back, but left it right to a defender. Walks in, backhanded shot. Wagner, couple of saves, and cleared out to the far corner. Harrison Stewart now to Mick Hennigan. Here's Jake Tice. Near side, rides through a defender, gets it to the red line. He and Witherspoon will try to get it deep. Hennigan picks it free. Mick Hennigan ahead. Hennigan carries it in, sweeping it far side, cleared out. Harrison Stewart gets it back. Pointers got a touch up. Here comes Fletcher Anderson. 3:40 to go. Fader sends it deep behind the net. Lake plays it. Stewart holds it in. He'll fire it to the net. Shot in the goal. Lake fell down in the far corner. Harrison Stewart shoots it into an empty net with Lake down in the far corner. Harrison Stewart, his first of the year, gives the Pointers the lead with 3:34 to go.
Unreal, Tom.
The referee, now Lake in the corner, there was a collision.
Is Hamline saying it was goaltender interference? Are they going to talk about Lake getting tripped in the far corner? And he's coming over here.
Pulls his hand out.
And he's coming towards the bench. That's the last place Kevin Lake needs to go. Unbelievable.
3:34 to go in this one. And Sean, literally, Lake was down to the side of the net, and Harrison Stewart from the point of the far side just shoved it into an empty net.
And again, too long of a discussion if you're a Pointer fan. As they're talking it over.
We'll see. A long discussion here, and I'm not sure what the conversation is, I guess, unless it should it be a penalty against the Pointers after the fact. What do we have? So, what do we have? They're out talking to both fellas. And I don't like the reaction from Jordan Fader here. What is the call? 3:34 to go here. And they're waving this off, Sean.
Yeah, they are.
I
Jordan
think they're waving
Fader
this off.
Is upset.
Oh my goodness.
How is that possible?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 3:34 to go in this one. And Jordan Fader's got to watch out here, yeah. Sean. He's in a discussion. And let's see. Either way here, Sean, they're going to wave this off, aren't they?
Yep.
Unbelievable. So, goal comes off the board, it appears. Nobody's explained anything to anybody.
Yep, except the Coach Krieger is getting the explanation, doesn't like it, shaking his head.
I don't know, maybe this is what you need to fire up. You've been off all night long. No goal. And
how about an explanation?
Yeah. So all right, so no goal. What they're saying is that somebody from the Pointers prevented the goaltender from getting back into position. So shouldn't that be a penalty?
Yeah, that's goaltender interference.
3.5 to go. Gunrowski now with it out high, shovels it toward the front of the net. Northey with it. Far corner pile up here. Here's the Pipers back the other way. 3:15 to go. Back to even at 2. Bissett on the far side. Long range shot that got through Ryan Wagner off the post and up and out of play.
That beat Ryan Wagner clean, and it hit the post and then deflected up into the netting. We'll get a face-off deep in the Pointer end. Keep an eye on Ryan Wagner here, Tom, with 3:10 to go.
No doubt about it, Coach Krieger.
He'll pull the goaltender.
He'll pull the goalie to try to get a regulation win for the pairwise.
Yep. OT wins don't mean as much in the non-conference play.
All right, Pipers try to send it deep, poked free.
Interference.
And on the far side, Harrison Stewart comes back. He'll get it. Harrison Stewart thought he had his first of the year, but no dice. Now Fletcher Anderson to center ice. Ahead Jordan Fader. Fader waits, leaves it back to Anderson. Can't get a backhander off. He'll rink it, zip it, rink wide. Now comes in front. Witherspoon to the shot. Rebound loose. Fader jamming at it. Lake covers, and now a pile up to the side of the net.
Yep.
We'll get a gathering of the clans, and this is how it's going to go.
Yep.
2:39 to go.
I'm sure the Pointers are thinking if that's goaltender interference on that waved off goal, we'll get in tight and push some things around.
Sean, 7.5 to go at Hunt Arena. Augsburg with a couple. It's 4-3.
Well, they woken up a little bit. This is Jordan Fader telling his teammates to get back to the bench, strapping for another face-off, another offensive zone face-off for the Pointers.
2:39 to go here, tied at 2. Pointers control the draw. Brady Smith with a shot. Lake with a save. Hill to the rebound far side. Tied up behind the net. Now it is. I think this is Andrew Poulias that digs it free. 2:25 to go. Near side. Now here's Chirino. Flips it toward the front of the net. Spinning move. Backhanded shot. Pulled it high. Unbelievable. And now Lake hammers one of the Pointers into the net here.
Yeah, Murray.
And Andrew Poulias inside the net. They'll blow it dead here. 2:16 to go in the third.
Yep, face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end.
Face off to the left side of Kevin Lake. Andrew Poulias to take the face off. Wins another one, sends it straight back. Hill swings it behind the net to Poulias. Up the middle is Hill, tried to feed it to him. Hill will get it on the near side. Now Halverson throws it behind the net. Pipers will try to lift it out. Hill holds it in, pushes it ahead, turned it over. Back the other way, getting the puck deep is Cole Hedquist. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation. The game tied at 2. Witherspoon near side. Here comes Chirino. Chirino digs it back. Here comes Hill. Goes to the right wing. They'll come in toward the front of the net. Shot through. Save made by Lake. Rebound near side. Picked up by the Pointers. Into the near corner. Chirino reaching for it. Pointers try to dig it free again. Witherspoon. But the Pipers able to get it and pull it back. Minute 35 to go. Here's Gonrowski. Nick Gonrowski coming in. He lifts a backhanded shot high. Jordan Fader gets to it. Throws it toward the front of the net. Hit a body in front. Pointers dish it to the back of the net. Look to center. Now they whistle it through off of Gonrowski and comes out of the zone. Minute 20 remaining in regulation. Here's Sam Ide. Ahead. Fletcher Anderson back to the middle. Gonrowski pushes it ahead. Fader left wing. Back to Witherspoon. Witherspoon walks a defender. Shot coming in, but a defender got a stick on it. What a setup. Cleared around far side. Bounces through Sam Ide. He's got to hustle to get to it. Joe Collins after it, far corner. Ide jams that one up. Final minute of regulation. Bouncing puck, Sam Ide. Back in front, Fader is going to have to use the net to shield. He will. Stop, start, lead pass ahead for Fletcher Anderson.
Pointers iced it.
Pointers just iced the puck with 45 seconds to go in the third.
That face off. We'll come back to the...
All right, so 45 seconds to go. Both benches in the ears of these officials here.
Oh, you bet they are.
And what do we get? I think Stevens Point's going to take a timeout. Pointers will take a timeout. We'll take one as well here on the Pointer Sports Network. Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity debit card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The
The Affinity debit card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity debit card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
All right, ready to go here. 45 seconds to go in regulation. Tied at 2. Got to be ready for the proverbial kitchen sink from the Pipers here.
Yep.
Face off to the left side of Ryan Wagner. Poulius wins it again, near corner. Stewart behind the net. Hennigan flips it around. David Hill gets to it. Got it out. Poulius ahead to Sherino. Sherino in on the far side, holds up. Sherino feeds it back near side. Hill coming, whistle and an offside.
Watch out here, Tom.
David Hill shot the puck after the whistle. 32.6 seconds remaining.
That'll be a neutral zone face-off. I was actually looking to see the Pointers had a set play, and I was going to see the Pointers won that draw cleanly to see if Ryan Wagner was going to come off. Coach Krieger says nope. He'll be on.
All right, Poulius. Just got to get a win here.
Yep.
Now Sherino near side. Hennigan a shoulder to free it up. Here is Harrison Stewart. Long range pass ahead. Hill in. Got it to Sherino. Back for Hill on the far side. Glove down by Poulius. He'll throw it right in front of the net. Sherino coming. Stopping shot. Lake with a save. Scrambling save.
Off.
Oh, Hamline knocked the net off.
That's a delay.
Hamline knocks the net off with 10 seconds to go. Comes back out to the near side. The net is still off. Pointers are off sides. They send it in. Bouncing puck coming.
The net's off.
The net is off. We'll get a centering pass through coming
off.
through. And that, unbelievable. We will go to overtime. The net is off. A Hamline defender sliding through the crease knocks it off.
Dawson Sherino used every move to get Kevin Lake out of the way. And
unbelievable.
A sliding defender by Hamline knocks the net off, and they don't blow the call. They don't blow the puck down. The game.
All right, so we'll take a break, come back 3-on-3 overtime for what? 7th time this year?
7th time.
Ay, goodness gracious. Pointers and Hamline overtime coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Well, Sean, what's new in 2023 is what's old in 2022, right? Overtime again for the Pointers. Let's see, 3 ties and 2 overtime wins in the first half, right?
Correct.
And an overtime loss. All right, shots on goal through regulation, 49-22 in favor of the Pointers. Fletcher Anderson, Connor Witherspoon, Brady Smith are the 3 out here for the Pointers. 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. Bissett, Halverson, and Ryan Brandt. We'll see. Off the face-off. Anderson flipped it back. Pipers have it. They walk in and will set things up. Good job here defensively by Brady Smith to muscle it up in the near corner. Pointers will get possession. Back the other way they come. Here's Fletcher Anderson. Feeds it back to the middle to nobody. But on the near side, now coming here, Brant Witherspoon took it away. Near side, Brady Smith. Smith with it, feeds it to the near corner. Brady Smith back to Witherspoon on the near side. He's going to bring it out high. He'll feed it back to Fletcher Anderson at center ice. Go. Now Fletcher Anderson, far side, Witherspoon in. Witherspoon waits for the body, gets free. Witherspoon comes, fires a shot, deflected to the far corner. Dabrowski with it for the Pipers. Anderson coming off, Finstrom out there. And guess who? Dawson Chirino comes out as the Pipers bring it behind the net with 4:10 to go. Long range pass ahead at center ice, chipped in. Adams flips it back. He's back the other way with Irwin. He'll come in, firing a shot and a goal. Ryan Wagner never saw it. 4:04 to go in overtime. The Pipers stun the Pointers.
Kevin Lake's going to end up making 50 saves in this, or making 48 saves or so, depending on what the final tasks are. Ryan Wagner, I think, was he stuck in between trying to play the puck and a shot?
I couldn't tell that, and
it beat him 5-hole standing up.
Well, your classic trap game, Sean. The Pointers fell right in the trap.
Yep.
Wow. All right, well, full props to the Pipers.
Yep.
Man. Came, a spinning seeing eye shot, beats Ryan Wagner. And, man, you get one waved off late and just nothing going through. All right, we'll take a break, come back with our postgame show. Hamline beats Stevens Point in overtime 3-2 on the Pointers Sports Network.
The Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family's safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, joined by the head coach of the Pointers, Tyler Krieger. Hamline beats Stevens Point in overtime, and Coach, this is just one of those weird ones from a lot of ways around. But just, banging some rust off, all those things, your classic trap, and you had tough sledding here tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, it was ugly. It wasn't a pretty game. We weren't ready to go from the get-go. New year, same thing. I don't know what the answer is for us not starting on time and getting in a one-goal hole after the first period. That's just our MO. And it's tough to battle back from those. I think our luck kind of ran out. We are rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
We don't have it anymore. I mean, you can't only pull the rabbit out of the hat so many times before it's going to come back to bite you. I mean, it is what it is. I haven't seen a goal call back like that in a while without video review, but I mean, it's not the reason we lost the game. Shouldn't have been that way in the first place. So,
and I think you really, trying to get things going and just confidence was hard to come by here tonight. Is that a fair way to put it, you think?
Yeah, it was ugly, like I said. I mean, it was weren't ready to go, and that's ultimately on me. We had 8 days of practice to get ready to go. I thought we were good. It's not there. I don't know if it's looking forward to tomorrow. I don't know what it is, but I mean, it's an ugly loss right there to an inferior team.
So what was the explanation they gave you on the goal? It was just what, interference or
coincidental contact behind the net. Got to let the goalie play his position. So I don't really know. I'm gonna.
That's a first.
We'll have a little talk with the officials, head of officials after this one.
That's a first for me. Who knows? All right,
it is what it is.
Key is
like
short.
I said,
Yep,
it's not the
short
reason we
memory.
lost.
Yep, absolutely. And you come back here tomorrow. Augsburg falls at River Falls here tonight as well. So you're gonna have two teams that are pretty angry and ready to get back to it tomorrow. Is that the best way to put it?
Yep.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Appreciate it. Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger here. Appreciate him coming up.
Yeah, he didn't have to. He didn't have to do that.
The last thing he wanted to do.
Yep.
But very truthful. Pointers were not good tonight, and Hamline took advantage and comes away with the. I tell you what, that's a big win for Hamline.
It's a huge win. That's a way to get your second half jump started.
Yep.
They played well in non-conference so far this year.
That it is. So let's see here. It's Bronson Adams from Sam Dabrowski. And let's see here. I don't have a time on. Let's see. There's no time on here.
They're working on it right now, Tom. It's coming. I'm seeing the paper
we'll
coming.
We'll get it as will come hot off the printer here to get you the recap. So it is. Let's see here. Bronson Adams, his first of the year from Sam Dombrowski, 56 seconds into overtime. And the Pipers win it. So our third period recap of scoring, Connor Witherspoon gave the Pointers the lead at 5:10 of the third, his 7th of the year from Jordan Fader and Fletcher Anderson. Carson Simon answering at 14:53 from Sebastian Villancourt and Scott Moyer. And then in overtime, Bronson Adams, 56 seconds in from Sam Dabrowski. 3-2 is your final in overtime. Only shot of overtime. Pointers end up out shooting the Pipers 49-23. Stevens Point 1 for 2 on the Skyward power play. 0 for 2 were the Hamline Pipers there. Ryan Wagner makes 9 saves in the third period for a game total of 20. Kevin Lake 47 saves as we see a Mayak goaltender come in here and steal one from the Pointers. We've seen that song and dance play out before, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Many times. But he is just a battler.
Yeah, he's a feisty goaltender.
Yep, came out, and it is Hamline that gets the 3-2 overtime win. So Stevens Point has their 6-game winning and 11-game unbeaten streak snapped and falls to 8-2-3 on the year. Hamline now back to 500 at 6-6-1. This is their only game of the weekend.
Correct.
So they'll celebrate knocking off the nationally ranked Pointers here on their home ice. And Sean, it looks like what we kind of said coming in is this had all the makings of your classic trap game, and the Pointers fell right into it.
Yep, they did.
Did not get into a good start. Let Hamline dictate the play at times and do what they wanted to do instead of what the Pointers wanted to do. And 2023 not off to a kind start for the Pointers.
Well, not off to a great start, but in 24 hours you get to flip the script, and you got a nationally ranked Augsburg team that coming in after getting knocked off at River Falls tonight.
Yep.
They'll come into Stevens Point ready to go. With both teams losing the way they did, it shapes up for an awful big one tomorrow.
There's going to be some snarl. I think
could be some
from both sides.
Yep.
You never know. We're ready to equal out things out on the weekend. All right, other scores. Let's see. Looks like they are late in the third period. It's a final now. Eau Claire has beat St. Olaf. Big win for the Blue Golds. 3-1. I did not see a score, but saw on the high-speed Twitter wire that Stout beat Bethel tonight. And St. John's beats Gustavus 4-1. And late in the third period, St. Scholastica now up 7-3 over Concordia of Minnesota. So that's going to do it here, partner. And gotta have a short memory here.
Yes.
Get things ready, come back tomorrow, and the luster taken off tomorrow a little bit, I guess, with both teams losing, but still a collision course. You can salvage the weekend. Got to get a win tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big pairwise for that matter, and things like that. A big matchup here, non-conference-wise, as Augsburg, the 4th-ranked team in the country, comes to here. I'm going to go out on a venture and say we may see Alex Proctor in the net tomorrow night.
I would, if I were a betting man, I would be betting some money on
it. Yep. We'll see how it goes and which team recovers to come back tomorrow. All right, that's going to do it here. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow night, 6:45, our pregame coverage, 7 o'clock. The opening faceoff as the Pointers and the Augsburg Augies battle here at KB Willett Arena. Come on out, what should be a good, very good matchup here tomorrow night. Wish we had better news for you, folks. Hamline upsets the Pointers in overtime 3-2. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
This has been UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, also by Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins in Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports Under Armour.